Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Joe Martin Show. Today here I am with S.K.A. So can you guys introduce yourselves?
Jerry, aka Crash Crazy, lead vocals.
I'm Diego. I'm the bassist.
Andres, I am drummer and part guitar.
My name's Diego. I play the drums and guitar.
Got it. So how did you guys come up with the name S.K.A.? Because it means still kind of just right. How did you guys come up with that?
So basically, initially, it was we are affiliated. We're like a faction of the S.K.A. crew of the graffiti crew here in the valley. One of the most notorious, most hated crew in the valley, and we're just a faction of it.
What makes it the most hated?
They're a bunch of rejects, man. Because they couldn't get in. They hate us because they ain't us.
Real.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And usually with crews and stuff, or basically with any like group, you can name it letters or anything, and you'll have an acronym for it. It'll be an acronym. And so there's a whole bunch of acronyms for S.K.A. crew.
Soldados con armas.
Yeah. Soldados con armas, still causing anarchy. Skaters killing asphalt. Satan keeps asking. Satan kingdom awaits. This goes on.
Oh, shit.
How did you guys? So the still kind of just. Does that mean like you guys are the rejects or misfits?
I mean, it's basically the way we felt, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Damn, it's really interesting.
it was created. That acronym was created by just one. He's the co-creator of the S.K.A. crew. So,
Oh, okay. And is this design like the one on yours? Like, is that yours or that's like the official logo for like the entire group?
it's the unofficial official logo
Yeah.
for S.K.A.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
like right now it is. You know, we've yet to change it, but that's what we're.
What made you guys form this band? Like out of curiosity, like.
Me and Diego were actually in another band, and we got into a little split. We split up, so that happened. And I think around the same time, his other band had split as well.
Yeah, I was like,
And he tatted me up,
Yeah.
and that's where I met him. And I told him about him, and well,
That's how you guys met.
we
S.K.A.
we met, and then we played at my house for the first time.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting how we first met because I met Jerry first
At a skate
at
park.
a skate park years ago,
A year, 2 years ago.
like around 2 years ago, right? And we kind of not lost connection, but we just never texted each other. Like we weren't that close. I knew him. I saw him once, and we followed each other. I would see his story occasionally.
Yeah.
But then he hit me up because I tattoo. I did his first tattoo, and he was talking to me about his band and like the situation.
Inconvenience, yeah.
The inconvenient
Truth.
truth that was going on. Yeah. And that they had split, and the only members remaining who wanted to take it serious were Diego and him. So I was like, that's so interesting because recently I just got out of a band myself. S.K.A. was our old like punk group that we had with my brother, him, and all drummer Sam. Just personal differences got in the way, or personal like life just got in the way, you know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't inconvenient for us all to go through, and eventually it just happened that we were like, let's all like hang out, you know. Let's all hang out at Jerry's house and let's
We were
practice.
doing
you know?
like some covers first. That didn't go through, and then we were gonna do some dystopia, but that didn't go through. And then that's where I think like the next week, that's where we came up with our very like first
we were all
song.
just we were like, fuck the cover shit. Like, we're all good enough to play our own instruments. Let's just make original music.
Yeah, and that's where a Mother's Way came from.
Our very first
Mommy's
song
Way.
that we ever made.
That's one of the first songs we wrote.
Do you guys have any of those recorded yet or no?
Yep,
We do.
all of them.
Initially, that riff was actually like a riff from our old band, S.K.A., but it was just reversed. Like, so instead of playing it 2, 5, 6, it was 6, 5, 2. I don't know. It was just like we just tweaked it around, and you know.
It's 3, 5, 6.
Yeah.
3, 5, 6.
Dang. What about you? You've been a little quiet.
Little D. Talk, little D.
I started playing like the guitar like age 10 and shit, and You know, and the rest have always just been into music and shit, like just punk in general.
Yeah.
We share like a lot of like artists like that we like and shit.
They're
We just like
Oh,
show each other artists that we listen to and shit.
Y'all didn't know.
Yeah. Who would have guessed?
He's my little brother. Yeah. You first played piano, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I tried to play piano. I was like 6th grade, maybe.
The next coming of Beethoven.
What made you switch instruments?
I don't even know, honestly. I just didn't follow through with it. I was like, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
So I got interested in drums, and I bought that drum set. But
How much was that?
that was like
500, no? 600?
$500, $600.
Put it on layaway.
Put it on layaway.
It's been on layaway since
And then,
2018.
Recently, I just bought a guitar too, so I want to learn how to play along with these guys
Mhm.
while we perform. So, but you know, that's gonna take a while.
take a while,
It's not
yeah.
gonna- it's not gonna come.
Yeah, I was like making tabs for him and shit, so he could like read the.
You made one
Yeah,
tab.
one
One tab.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you though.
For the
And what made you guys choose I guess a more hardcore style or genre? Because from what I noticed, like a long time ago, like the old heads, that they're people in their 30s and 40s. Most of them are like in metal bands, like and all that subgenre. Then like the younger guys came in. I guess right now they're like in their 20s, 18, whatever, like between that bracket. They're going more with indie pop. I guess like like light punk, pop punk, whatever you want to call it. But you guys decided to go with more hardcore genre. What made you guys like switch to that instead of what everybody else was doing?
That's
I guess that's what
what
we
we
just
fucked with.
what do you call it? It's like what we used to listen to all the time and stuff, and we want to make a new version of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like there's in the valley we got these good bands, really good hardcore bands, but if you actually think about it, it's like the same people.
Yeah.
But we want to bring like new to it, especially the youth, because the youth, like you said, they're more like
Alternative rock, punk, yeah, like
alternative.
pop, yeah.
But like we want to see like a new generation in the air doing the same thing.
Yeah. And not like bashing anything towards those bands. They're
They're fucking talented as hell.
talented as musicians. All we wanted to see was just we wanted to make music that we didn't hear here. Like we would already hear it like through record CDs and online, but it was about like fuck, like how badass would it be if we could see this shit. I mean, back in the day when the scene was blowing up, there was insane talent. Like there was badass grindcore bands, badass like crust punk bands, and just a huge boom in the fucking the hardcore the music scene, and we kind of just wanted to bring it back. You know, like we wanted to bring it back.
Which bands influenced you guys?
Dystopia.
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 Nail Bomb. Disrupt.
What's that? Napalm Death.
Napalm Death. A whole lot of
bunch of
grindcore, a whole
grindcore
lot
and-
of crust punk.
Power Violence and shit.
Hardcore punk too. We really fuck with like New York, East Coast
Yeah.
hardcore punk. You know,
And how would you describe, I guess, your band's genre? Like,
that's a tough question for right now. 'Cause we're still in the midst of finding our groove. You know, finding what we find enjoyable to play. I mean,
We have songs, but like they're like they all sound different. You know.
yeah.
You got like a slow starting and then like a heavy. You know, it's all different. We're trying to find like a real sound for us.
like we got our style incorporated into them, but we still want to find we want to stick with one thing that we kind of gravitate more towards. We all like work cooperatively like well towards, you know.
Yeah. It's great because you guys, when it comes to a band, part of it is your sound, obviously, but then another part of being a band is your image. And what I noticed is like you have a lot of tattoos on us. So like I was looking at them. Do they have meanings to them or no?
Hell yeah, almost all of them do, man. A lot of them do.
Yeah. So what do they mean? Like that
Talk
music.
about
That music.
them
I'm looking at that
what?
music one right there. Yeah.
Oh, the grindcore. It's the universal. Nah, I hate eighth notes, bro.
Okay.
Nah, it's the grindcore like unofficial like logo. The anti music note. It's just basically like anti music norms. You know, like it completely goes against everything that like like normie music, I guess. In other words, you know, like anti that.
We're different.
Yeah.
My God. And what about the other ones? Because I know that's the anarchy one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the Anarchy A on my knee. I got the Dystopia logo right here.
Mm-hmm.
I got him.
Dude, I got a dystopia tattoo.
I gave him that Dystopia tattoo.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
Nice.
gas man. And I have it says Bona Drag, which is a Morrissey album. Kind of funny how I have a grindcore, fucking crust punk, and then I got a Morrissey album. I'm wearing a Morrissey shirt right now.
Yeah.
Some barbed wire. I got Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of cats from different cartoons and movies that I love. Some artwork from Christian
That's the one
Death.
from Courage, right?
Yeah. This
The
one,
Cats,
Cats,
yeah.
Cats Hotel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one's more so like pop culture shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing like with like super deep meaning.
Test,
But like,
test.
and this one I got some deep meaning. I got this it's a skull with the A-ball. It says Born to Lose
Mm-hmm.
from the Motorhead song.
Yeah.
Ace of Spades. And I got some more drawing. These are all ones that I've done. Like I've done on myself. It says by design. It hurt too much, so I stopped on the B. So it just says E design. So
Do you guys have tattoos or plans to get some or two or no?
I've got a couple.
Yeah, me and Andres are planning to get like a matching Aquating Hunger for
oh
tattoo.
yeah,
Oh wow.
because our older brother has the Frylock.
Frylock,
Yeah, he
yeah,
has
yeah.
Frylock.
I'm gonna get meat water right here.
Real. What made you guys so interested with tattoos, especially at a younger age?
My dad. Dude.
Boredom.
Boredom.
I got this one. It's a little tribute to S.K.A. Adjust.
Mhm.
I have yet to put the initials though, but I got it on my birthday. As long as it's 13. No, I'm not a gangster.
Yeah.
Just the day of my birthday.
He's a Virgo.
This guy. Yeah, that's interesting.
It was mostly just growing up, seeing my dad, like he was an old school biker, and like seeing his friends, I was always with my dad, you know, whenever I could,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd always see him and his friends like have tattoos and shit. I was always drawn to that. I was
Yeah.
always drawn to like he doesn't have like he's not covered, but like the one tattoos that he does have, they're very like I'd always spend my childhood just staring at them. Well, they're so cool, like it's in the skin. I like feel like how it's all bumped. I
Yeah.
like now like looking back like in hindsight, I'm like damn, those are like not shitty done tattoos, but they're like all blown out and shit. But
Yeah.
I still love them, you know. They still have that same.
No, yeah. At the end of the day, still a tattoo. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the aesthetic. Yeah.
I have a ghost in my hand. I don't like ghosts, dude.
You don't?
No.
How did that happen?
So why'd you get it?
Bored. Fear. I would try to overcome my fear, but no. This doesn't work. I'm
What made
still
you?
afraid of ghosts, dude.
What made you afraid of ghosts?
Movies. Movies as a kid. Watching movies as a kid.
Which ones? Which one specifically?
Exorcist.
Yeah, but it's not a ghost.
I don't recall.
Girls. I'm trying to think of like horror films with ghosts.
Yeah, now that you think about it,
You know, Ghostface? That's a killer, right?
Well, I mean,
But,
it's-
but like as a kid, I was like, "There's a ghost."
but he doesn't look like that ghost.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He
Casper,
doesn't look-
that's the only.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of ghosts like actually, but it's always like demonic stuff. It's always like Freddy Krueger, Jason, and all that stuff.
I guess it would be kind of hard to like portray ghosts like in a movie. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, because there is. I can't even think of it here now.
Exactly. I can't think of it like right off the bat. I can think about it for a
Ghost.
good minute.
I don't know. I don't even like horror movies, dude.
You don't?
I
I
don't.
thought you would. I don't know.
I don't, dude. I like thriller, like suspense, like movies, but
Like which ones?
Taken.
this guy.
Really?
I mean, I love like classic movies. Like my number one favorite movie is Taxi Driver. So I got
It's
fucking
favorite.
his face tattooed on my leg. But Taxi Driver, fucking Donnie Darko. I like Point Break. You seen Point Break with
I don't think I have seen it.
It's like thriller suspense. But I don't know. Something about horror movies, like I've only seen a couple in my life, and like they've always been like the most
Have you
scariest.
seen
movies.
As Below? As Above, So Below?
No,
that one
so.
is.
Is that a horror movie?
It's like
It is,
it's like
yeah.
a.
That's the one with the catacombs, right? Like in
Yeah. It's that one's a trip, man.
Because in Paris, there's like underground catacombs where like they're made out of skulls and all that
Mhm.
shit. Yeah, it's freaky.
There's a scene where they find La Tupe, what's his name? And then he like smashes that girl's head in to the concrete. That part was scary, man. I was like, ugh.
Trying to think the last horror film I saw.
You see Hereditary?
Yeah, that one was good.
Scariest one ever.
It's pretty good.
Like,
Some parts I was laughing.
really? Dude, the whole time I was shitting my pants, dude.
The girl when she kept choking on the, cause she had the allergies. She kept like, choking. She pissed me off. I die already.
That's fucked up.
I'm sorry, but then like when she got like her head like knocked off.
Then how are you laughing at that? That movie
It's
was
funny.
so fucking scary.
No, like it's because I've seen a lot of horror films. So like some of them sometimes like there's stuff that's unintentionally funny, and I guess it's like when you panic, either you laugh or you cry. Like those are like your natural reactions.
Fight or flight, yeah.
Yeah, it's either fight or flight. But like when it comes to like those kind of reactions, either you laugh or you cry. And wow, I'm more of a comedic person. So like when I see like fucked up shit, instead of like getting nervous or crying, or breaking down, I just start laughing, which makes me seem kind of fucked up in a way.
I don't know what I am when it comes to that.
Yeah,
Cause like depending on like how I'm feeling that day,
yeah.
it'll like if sometimes I'll have like a breakdown and I'll start laughing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm bipolar.
I mean, I saw the Joker is.
Dude,
Which
he's
that
just
movie?
like me for real.
That movie was like inspired by Taxi Driver. Yeah. The one with Joaquin Phoenix, whatever his name is.
That's a trippy movie, and Robert De Niro's actually
In it, yeah, he's also in it. Yeah,
You want to hear another joke?
that's why they got him there in that film. I still need to see Taxi Driver. I've never seen it.
You never seen it? It's good.
It's on my list because I need to see that film and Goodfellas and all that stuff.
Bro. You
I
never seen
haven't seen Goodfellas. I've seen the Godfather 1 and 2,
Uh,
but like I never got to see Goodfellas. And there's another one. There's another mob
Casino?
film. I think so. Casino Royale, right? Isn't it, or Casino?
I think it's just who? Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Casino.
I don't know. There's something about like mob films where like you're not supposed to like get enticed to join mobs, but like you kind of like, hey, well,
good, dude.
let's go.
Especially that it's not new, but it was called The Irishman. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
3-hour fucking movie, dude. It's
I didn't
crazy.
see
You
it.
didn't see it?
It was 3 hours long. I was seeing it.
Never
I'm like,
heard
no,
of it.
man. They get like
It's like The Sopranos, bro, but like
all the classic like actors. Like they had De Niro. They had who else? They had like all the mob actors in that film, but they're so old at this point where like they need like CGI
like
to make
ball sacks.
they need like CGI to make them look younger. But like when they were moving, like you could tell they're old guys. I mean, they're already like in their 80s.
Washed up.
The what?
They're washed up.
I mean, they're still famous. They're still famous people, but I mean, yeah, they're they can't act as much anymore. When it comes to your music, again, like let's go back to the music real quick. One question I want to ask was, when you guys started the band, what were your impressions of like starting the band? Like the idea, like when you guys got together, versus actually being in the band and actually performing. Like, was there differences?
Honestly,
yeah.
we kind of expected everything that we were already
No,
into.
honestly, I didn't expect like things to go like as quick as they did. I thought it was gonna take more time to like get to where we are. I mean, obviously, like, we're not like
Yeah.
anything yet, but
You guys have blown up really quick.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't expect us to blow up as quick as we have.
When do we form or whatever?
We formed in July,
In July.
if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
back in July.
Back in July.
Yeah, and you guys
Yeah.
have like almost like what 400, 500 followers already.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Considering we're releasing merch and an EP on hopefully the 17th of November, if
Mhm.
I'm not mistaken.
And you've done like what, like 5 gigs so far, right? Or how many?
Five
I mean,
exactly.
that's a pretty good start. It's like
Five,
what?
right?
I
It's-
think
yeah.
I feel like Sunday's show was the best we've ever played, though.
the most recent one was a good.
It was really good.
What made you feel? What makes you say that?
The crowd, and everybody, like, energy was just, it was perfect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I got word that we sounded, like, super powerful and stuff. That was exciting.
707, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
707. Halloween. Ended
Was
it the
it?
right way. Yeah.
It
Well,
was the 30. It was the
day before Halloween, yeah.
Halloween Eve.
Halloween's Eve.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Damn.
I think one of the things that I think I can say this speaking for all of us is that I didn't anticipate was like when we practice it's one thing, right?
Yeah.
We practice and we're alone, we're secluded, but it's a lot less pressure, you know, to fuck
Yeah.
up, you know, like you don't have this pressure, you don't have the nerves running, but like when you hear about bands having like showtime like jitters and like nerves,
Oh yeah.
it's a real thing, you know, like we want to cut our fucking each other's heads off, like before,
Yeah.
like the day of, and we're practicing like a couple hours before. Hey, you're fucking up. No, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
No, why are you singing like that? No, you're singing.
I'm
wrong.
always like really like pushy on show days. I don't know why, man. I'm like a really stressed person all the time.
Yeah.
And then this guy has a habit of showing up late sometimes.
Yeah,
So
because
I'm just
I
really
don't
like, I'm just like, I just want to have everything perfect, you know. But then he calms me down. He's like, "Hey, man, you're good. Don't worry about it." Yeah. And
I feel that. I'm the
come
same
to
way.
realize it's true. Like we're gonna be fine. It's just me in my head, I guess.
I feel like we all balance each other out. Like it's a perfect fucking
Yeah.
dynamic. Like perfect dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you need where you need to be on time to do everything as well. So just like the professional events, then sometimes you need to like get laid back like how you are. Sometimes you just need to like cool off because
Yeah.
there's a quote I can't remember it right now where it's just like it's basically you torture yourself more in imagination compared to reality, where so much happens in your head where you're thinking like, oh no, like what if this goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? And then once it happens, everything goes well.
And that's how I catch myself thinking like every day. Like at school, I'd be like, fuck, what if? Because one time one of our cymbals broke. So if we're like
At the show.
like, what? Yeah, we were playing at a show and one of our stands broke. So I was like thinking, what if something else breaks? You know what I mean? And it just gets me nervous. But then like hours passed and then we're on the stage, we're playing, everything's going perfect. And then like by the time the show finishes, everything has went to plan and everything went great.
Yeah, here's a quote. It says, "We suffer more in our imagination more often than in reality."
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There you go. There you have it.
There's times where you're so caught up, dude. Like right before the show that you play the show and you don't even realize you
don't.
played.
Yep.
Realize what's going on. It's just that's how I always feel. I'm always just nervous all the time, and then I'm just playing, close my eyes, and we're done.
You know, I want to know.
Clapping.
Have you felt nervous?
Nah, like I feel hyped all the time from
You
about the
feel hyped
shows.
all the time?
I've
You
never
know,
felt nervous about the shows.
Like me, the first 2 gigs we played, I felt like having anxiety shits. But afterwards, it's just it all goes out by plan.
To be honest, I think it's like I think it also depends on who we're playing with.
No,
Like has to do a lot with it.
When we played with Murder Raid and
dude.
Soledad and Worst Behavior and all of
This
them, dude, I was-
Morphia, dude, we're
I
like
was shitting bricks, man.
you fucking miss cymbal hits and shit. You don't fucking
Yeah,
get off
vocals
beat.
come
All
in
of us
late
had, like,
and stuff.
all of us had like tiny ass amps, like me and Diego.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had like some
little amps
like,
at the time.
1x12, like fucking Fender bass amp. He had some.
I had some
Keyboard
Fender,
amp.
I didn't even have a regular guitar amp. It was a keyboard amp that I was starting off
Oh
with.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had to borrow Andres, your girlfriend's stepdad or some shit, right? His amp or some shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had to end up borrowing a big old. It was a Marshall, wasn't it?
It was a Randall, right?
A Randall?
No, it was a Marshall.
Yeah, it was a Marshall.
They had 2 amp or some shit.
Masha.
It was big as hell. I think it was bigger than that one.
Oh damn.
It's pretty big.
And I'm so glad he let us use it for it was our first show, right? It was our
our
first
debut.
show, yeah. And then
Then
the next week,
did we debut with Soledad?
yeah, we do. That was our fucking.
Morpheus.
And I
Shit.
think that
So you debuted with the Worst Behavior and all those? Or?
Yeah, that's what we did.
dude, these
Yes.
top tier
It's all
motherfuckers.
intimidating
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Top
Damn.
tier dudes and us debuting, man, the pressure, man. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I know I was shooting bricks that day. I remember that day, man. I was like, I got home from school, and wait,
Did you realize how big they were? Like considering like here in the valley, like
Yeah, dude. I mean, the fact
I
that
had-
they're booking
I had
shows in
seen-
the valley
I had only seen
and they're
Worst
from
Behavior before.
Arizona. It's like-
yeah.
And the worst part about it is that at 707, there's like a little like chest high fence behind there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
Everyone's looking over, right?
everyone's like this,
everybody's
and they're
looking
all,
over like the next bands that are playing and stuff. They're like watching us like
Yeah, everything behind your neck.
like hawks, dude, just
fuck,
watching
dude.
us, man.
You look behind them and you're like,
Scared
these
as
are like
shit.
nativo guys. Like, you are playing the
That,
drums
like,
wrong.
the guy, what was it? The guitarist from Soledad.
Oh shit, fuck.
The guitarist from Soledad, the one that had like the I don't know. He was wearing Dickies and the long socks, man. The higher the socks, down full.
The one we're talking to in the parking lot.
Yeah,
that was the guy. Those are all Murder Rate guys.
They're
guys
Murder
are
Rate,
dope as
right?
fuck. Shout out Murder Rate, dude. Those guys
Shout
are
out to Murder
fucking
Rate,
dope,
man.
dude. Fuck yeah.
Were they the ones that were touring here, or they're from here?
Nah,
they're from Arizona.
They're
dude.
from
Okay,
Arizona.
okay. Oh, from Arizona. Okay, damn.
If I'll be honest, my favorite band from the lineup that night was Soledad.
Yeah.
So I would say worst behavior, but worst behavior, I see them every other time. You know, they're local.
Yeah, they're local.
But Soledad,
Murder rate.
shout out to them. Schmurder rate.
Murder rate.
Schmurder rate.
That's another thing you guys should take into consideration. Like how you mentioned that you worst behavior, you can catch them any other like time.
Yeah.
The advice I was told, like when it comes to bands from performing, you guys shouldn't like perform every single time you get, just because sometimes people will be like, you know what, we'll catch them next time.
Exactly.
And then like you guys saturate yourselves as a band. So
That's why we're not playing again till the 19th at least.
Yeah, like take some breaks in
we
between.
we wanna avoid like playing shows every other weekend. You know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, lately we have been doing that, but
Overdoing ourselves.
but now like since this month has finished, we played our last show on the 30th. Like I said, that was our last show of the month, and we're not gonna be playing another one until 19th. So like mid November.
Mid-November, yeah.
I guess, and then I'm not sure the 30th after that.
Yeah, and that's good because you can avoid like burning yourself out as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to like people as being the audience, or whatever, like they can be like, oh man, we need to catch them because they might not play until the next month, and they're like, okay, you know what, let's just go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's another thing you guys should take into consideration. What have you learned so far? I guess being a band, like from what you've seen like around here, and from yourselves, I guess.
Communication.
Things are not how you see them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like to other bands, you see them playing, they're like, oh, that looks like they make it look easy.
Oh yeah,
Nah, it's a hassle. It's a real big hassle doing that. I don't know. It's time consuming as well.
mm-hmm.
Cause like we got family, other things to do, and then, you know, it's like, not that it gets in the way, but like. It is
Yeah, like
time
it's
consuming.
hard balancing against your education,
Mm-hmm.
your
Yeah,
family
especially
time.
since like the three of us are still in school.
Yeah,
So we like right after school, this guy comes from Donna to practice over here, and that's
That's
call
why I'm
back. It's like it's gas. Like
Mm.
gas money is also a thing too. Golly, man.
But it's all worth it. It's all worth it once we're out there and just
At the
just
end,
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very worth it. I love it. I love every like every second of it. Practices, shows. It's all like
So
a
it's-
super
yeah, so
fun
it's worth it.
experience.
But of
I
course,
love it.
there's always those off days where like we get nothing done because we're like arguing or something, or because
Mhm.
it's just like, yeah,
yeah, that happens.
the energy seems off and shit. You know?
Yeah, I had one of those days. That day we ended up just chilling in the living room all day.
Dude, for real, we were like, man, we're gonna practice, we're gonna get all these songs done, and we were just
Nothing.
chilling in my living room, just.
Yeah. We've
Taking shit from your cabinet, just eat.
Dude, we
All my
were
food.
munching out the whole time, man. We were supposed to be practicing. We were like just making food
Like
and stuff.
raccoons. We're
Like
like,
raccoons. Nah, but sometimes you just gotta have those off days just to relax and
Yeah.
just
And
right
then the
together.
next day, it's like
Back to work. Yeah.
back to work, and
Mhm.
it goes all good, all to plan.
I feel like I
It's
don't
good
know.
because we have those days all the time.
Yeah, we have those days.
and I don't think I think that's something we noticed just recently is that like we need to have those off days.
Yeah.
We need to hang out.
Yeah.
We need to
As
hang out
friends.
as
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah,
'Cause
because that's. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Most of the time it's just us hanging out like at practice and stuff,
It's
and
just practice,
we're
practice.
just practicing. But we've only gone out to like eat like like at least 3
Uh,
times, maybe
like a handful of times.
a handful of times.
When we first started like practicing and shit. Like when we first started practicing and shit, like we would just like go to like Pizza Hut and eat shit with his girlfriend. and just
Caesars,
eat.
bro.
Yeah. No, you should definitely have that because I'm not talking about like specific bands, but just some bands in general where you can just tell like when people are friends, like when they're hanging out together, like you can get that vibe from them, or when they're just people, you're just guys hanging out playing as a band rather than being friends or having any kind of vibe.
We see that for sure, and like it's always so crazy how like people formulate bands and like they don't even want to hang out as friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
feel like
that
Dude,
was
we
the
got
case
along
for
super
that
well.
was the case for our old
Yeah,
band.
new level.
Mhm.
We had an old band. Me and him were an old band named New Level.
Yeah.
Fuck that band. But we were in that band, and it felt like more of a business, you know, than
Yeah.
fun.
Mhm.
Because like right after practice, we'd be waiting for the other two to get picked up, and they'd just be sitting down apart from each other, like just being
Oh,
quiet.
man.
And I'm just like, get out of here, you know. Like I want to be able to have like a relationship with my band members, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
have
the thing I love
that
about S.K.A.
as.
We all got along super well. The first day.
Yeah, man, we had
Dude, just
we had
fucking
so
around.
much fun our
Like-
very
like-
first jam
like we've known
session.
each other for a long ass time. We were like, just a good connection.
No, that's great to have. And you can see like the best example recently was. Well, I can't mention it, but there was a certain band had like a great chemistry when I saw them. They're no longer together, but when I saw them together, like they had this great chemistry. I'm
I
like,
guess
man,
they don't.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, oh, I guess not. But like when they were together, like you can,
I don't want to say any names,
When-
but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
because when I've been interviewing bands, like after a while, you kind of know which bands are gonna like make it.
Yeah.
Not make it, but like you can tell when they have it. Like when they're gonna be a band, and certain bands you can just tell. Like looking at you guys, like I think you guys can do something great because you guys have a similar image with the tattoos, the piercings, and all stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You seem a little too clean.
He's young, bro.
He's young. Right?
Yeah,
Ask him how old he is.
No, but you do have the rings and all stuff, so that works out too.
Yeah, I'm 13. I'm in 8th grade.
Yeah.
He's a little boy.
No, it's because you're a little different because you're wearing a white shirt. Everybody else was wearing like dark stuff. This guy tries to stand out. I respect that.
I chose this one to be dressy. You know. What I'm saying?
Yeah, a little dressy.
I usually wear something like these guys, a little black shirt or something. But you know, I want to look fancy.
A little fancy tonight for the interview.
I got my camel socks on too.
What inspired your guys' fashion? That's another question I like finding out because, again, it's part of your image. How did you guys end up with this style?
Just grew on me.
I'm insecure.
I used to be that little.
I'm
high-juice
insecure.
kid.
Girls?
I'm insecure, man. I like baggy clothing, man. I want to hide my body.
What about you?
I think like for sure like biker culture and shit.
Yeah, because I was looking with the jacket and everything.
Yeah.
It's-
In the back it has a
Bro, show the back.
Santa Muerte.
Bro,
I'll
show
take it
him,
off.
show him,
the
man.
back.
Show the camera in the back.
That shit's badass.
This shit looks good. That's homemade too. Look at
Homemade as well.
it. Yes, sir.
It says still
Yeah.
Kant Adjust up top. It has a Santa Muerte and it says Más Odiado because we are most hated. Or I'm. Something.
Yeah.
Everyone hated me. Everyone hated me. You want to go hang out? No, but it's mainly like biker culture, skate culture for sure. I mean, we're all skaters. You know,
Oh yeah, look at the boards.
that's how I met.
Yeah.
That's how I met him. You know, we had the boards up there. These are all
6-year veteran,
This
man.
guy
I
looks
used
like
to
a hom-
skate. I
he
used to
looks like
skate
one
for
of the homies.
6 years, dude. Then I stopped when I started this band. I
Yeah.
stopped skating slowly.
I skated for like 4 years, beginning of high school. But
What got you guys into skating?
my dad.
Your dad?
yeah.
Local.
Video games.
I was my neighborhood has a local skate park, so
okay.
I always grew up like passing by the street and seeing them, and it interested me. And then I ended up meeting some friends that worked at a local skate shop in the mall, and then like they started talking to me about skating and stuff, and I realized it seemed pretty fun. It seemed pretty interesting. I dread that I stopped, but you know, it's not
Priorities.
like I
Parties.
don't really have time for it right now.
Man, dude, I was a different fucking story, dude. I grew up on fucking Caliche roads, you know? I didn't
Yeah.
have nowhere to skate.
Sure.
And it all started when we were cleaning out my grandma's old house. I found my dad's skateboard from the 90s. He's like, yeah, skateboard's older than your older brother. And I was like,
Oh shit.
and what drew me towards it was like the freedom. And like, I was, there was no rules, you know? You do whatever you wanted. If you wanted to skate a certain way, it was your style, you know? If you wanted to skate this way, if you wanted to push it a certain way, except Mongo. Fuck
Yeah.
that shit. I'm inclusive, but fuck
No mall
these
grabbers
people.
either, man. Nah, I don't care about
And
that.
I don't know what is that stuff.
It's like a when you know
When you grab the
when you
board
grab the
by
skateboard by the wheels or whatever,
Yeah.
you hold it.
The
It makes you
trucks.
look like a poser. Or whatever.
The word or the term mall grabber came from like these poser punks who would like just stand outside the mall like grabbing the skateboard like that,
Exactly.
Oh,
just like
okay.
kicking back and be like, yeah, I skate. Clean
And then
as
like
that.
you ask them and shit, they can't even like do nothing.
And
I was one of those when I would skate. When I used to skate and like I would see people around, people like skating and stuff. I was one of those that like ask like, "Hey, can I try something?" Because at the time I was like almost addicted to skateboarding. I would watch like when I wasn't skating, I was like watching videos, watching Thrasher and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And so I was like one of those dudes. If I see somebody on the board, I'd be like, "Oh, do a kickflip," or "Yo, let me try Trey on your board," and you know, just pop a tray on them.
Speaking of like style and like skating, a big influence and inspiration on me is Neckface.
Nick face.
Nasty Neck. He's a
Nasty neck.
He
Hell yeah,
writes
man.
for he writes for Baker and
He writes for big. My biggest inspiration There's probably Tristan Funk out there, T-Funk. I love that guy. He's fucking skates super aggressively, super fast, super
So
uncareful.
there's different styles of skating, or
Well, I mean, not even just style. Like I was saying it based on like a lifestyle. Like he's more of an artist.
okay,
Like he's on the team, but he like makes the graphics. He makes the t-shirts. Recently, he just came out with a new pair of Nike SBs that have all his art, and I want to be like that someday, dude. Like
Yeah.
I want to have my shit on fucking on
Yeah.
shoes. I want to have my shit on skateboards. Like still kind of just plan on making skateboards,
For real.
handmade skateboards. Like I wanted to
This
paint.
one out, dude. This one, he's got stickers on this one.
oh wow,
That's like some older shit from back when I.
But I feel like there is different styles of skating. 'cause
Oh,
you
well,
got,
yeah.
You got
For
like
sure, for sure.
You got different people in it too. You got like the piss drunk skaters. That's what I like. The ones that go
Yeah.
out like fucking causing anarchy and shit,
Andy,
drinking and stuff.
who's
Drinking
that?
while you skate. I used to
Who's
love
that one
drinking while you
skater?
skate.
Andy. Fuck, what's his name? The one that's crazy. The one that has no teeth. Andy something, dude. Fucking. Then I was like, yeah, I saw this bitch Brujeria on the corner.
Yeah, but there's different types of styles. You got those like little preppy skaters, the
Yeah.
ones that want to like do it for the aesthetic and all that shit. And you got those people that want to fuck shit up everywhere and like skate the fuck out of everything.
Us.
Like those bakery guys and me.
yeah,
I did it for like when I was doing it. I had like almost no fear. I'd throw my shit off my stairs and stuff. I'd throw handrails, not handrails, like down rails. I mean,
Mhm.
I've never skated a handrail before. That shit's scary. I've skated hubbas, I've skated stairs, gaps. It's all like super fun. I almost broke my head once doing
How did that happen?
it was like a little force there. I think I was like barely beginning, and I tried to do like a 180 over the stairs, and I like landed on my back foot and slipped out. Fucking almost bashed my head open on the street. That was just crazy. It hurt a lot. I woke up the next morning and I had like a big old bump in my head.
Wear your
Yeah.
helmets, bro. Helmets are key.
when you're talking about the designs and that stuff, is that like one of yours or?
Yeah, I drew that one. I did the lettering. I did the face. My style is similar to that. I mean, I don't got anything on me, but basically, like the designs we post out on our page and stuff is like
what he's drawn.
Also, you actually do the
Hand
design.
drawn.
yeah,
That shit's crazy.
I want to do more. Like I want
like
I
this
want
jacket,
us-
like style like that, like
I want us to host more events, man, so we can do our own flyers and our own like lineup and stuff.
like the old school. We don't have any So some of the old school flyers, I do like flyer art and shit.
Yeah,
Like I've done like I love that style of like old school like hardcore punk, like hand drawn flyers with
do
like
you have any like online or no?
yeah,
Yeah.
we have some posted on my art account. I have all my shit posted.
I got.
Shit.
So on our page we have a couple flyers that he's made, or like art stuff.
I drew that one.
He drew this, and then he got it like
I'll put them on like on a podcast. I'll put them up there.
Yeah.
he got these.
Mhm.
I believe there's more archived, right?
The very first one that's posted on the page is my favorite one.
He drew this flyer out. This
Hold
was
on.
this was supposed to take place in Westago, but it didn't happen,
Yeah,
and it ended up
And
having in
Westaco?
707.
It was like it was hand cut like the DIY like basically for a while like I did flyers for my own shit like promoting my own artwork and everything. I would cut it out, use the copy machine, old school style. Like I didn't pay a single cent. I made chingos the fucking copies.
Yeah.
Like I remember I asked this one teacher, I was like, hey miss, can you make me like 10 copies just for our project? It was like for a flyer for a local show, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, how many do you need? She's like, what is this for? I was like, it's for art. And she's like, okay. And then I see the code she puts in. And after school, I just go put that code, 100 copies. 100 copies.
We got this logo on a lot of our flyers,
Yeah.
but at my school they wouldn't let me pass out flyers or put them in the hallway.
Because it looks like a gang
So
sign.
like
Yeah.
what I would
Or
have to
'cause of
do,
the
what I would have to
gun.
do is
Yeah.
change the whole logo, put like
Look at
different
school.
letterings and stuff, and it'd be like all different, unoriginal. You know what I mean? But that's what I had to do if I wanted to put it up in the hallways of my school.
Wait, what did you do to like put them on the?
I had to change like the logo up and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Put different. Take this out.
No, yeah, that one yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
They don't. It's not school appropriate.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
My school,
So-
even though being very lenient, like with a lot of shit, they're very like the administrators are very like religious and shit. Like and they won't let it slide if I try putting up like flyers for like a local show.
Yeah.
This guy's principal is real chill. Like I've heard stories from other schools, like from other people who've been like, oh, like that principal is dope as fuck, and like I don't know. And so basically, what I would do is I just go around to the kids who like get picked up, like literally anyone, dude. And on our debut show, it had a truck on it. So I was passing it around to all these Tacuache guys. I was passing it around to all these cuz, being like, it's gonna be a truck meet, dude, plus a punk show, dude. Go, dude. Fucking 10
Did you
cuz.
tell me like they wax? I wax my truck.
Yeah.
For
Like
shit.
10 fucking cuz, dude. They pulled up and they're like, dude, no que era un pinche truck me way. I washed my truck thinking at least it won't be the dirtiest one. It's the fucking cleanest truck here, dude. But they ended up surprisingly liking the music, and that's what it just bring a fucking smile on my face.
Dude, that's actually smart. I didn't think about like, what if you had like those truck shows and then add like music to it?
That's a good fucking
why don't we
idea.
do that one day?
It's like on the move.
Yeah,
truck
because sometimes the cuz like they listen to like different types of music, and I'm not sure if
Have you seen like those memes and shit? It's like a cut and a punk together, and then the cuz like turn that screaming shit off.
Yeah, so maybe that's.
I've had a couple friends, man. I've had a couple friends like in the car, and they're like they don't listen to that shit, and they're like, "Bro, turn that screaming shit off, dude. It's like disturbing me." I'm just like, "Bro, I don't care, dude. Like, put your headphones on. I like this shit. You know what I mean?
It's my car.
It's my car. Fucking driver controls the radio, dude." I'm a high believer on that one.
What
Driver
music do they
controls
listen
the
to?
radio. Like fucking NBA Youngboy.
Oh, okay.
Like rap and stuff.
Polo G,
Polo G.
Push Ice T,
Push Ice T. Take off.
that boy G.
R.I.P. bro.
Oh, alright. Take off, bro.
I was wondering.
Take off.
Because like most like the people I knew, like they were listening to corridos, like a bunch of like cartoon music and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, we fuck with that music too, you know.
with it too,
yeah.
Like we fuck with like corridos, and like the great thing about like us, like as friends, you know, we can get along because we're either open to all sorts of new music, or we already do listen to all sorts of new music.
Yep.
Like I range, dude, like I range from fucking like soft ass music, like I could listen to classical music. I could listen to the Smiths. The Smiths are my favorite band.
Yeah.
They're hands on. No one can top them, right? But then again, the same afternoon you'll catch me listening to like Napalm Death or like Anal Cunt. You know, it's like it's good to have that range. You know, it gives you a greater appreciation towards music. It also brings new ideas into the music.
Have you used like process. Okay, out of curiosity, have you used like any kind of classical music into your current music or no?
I've tried making riffs, but
it's
just
I don't know.
piano
I mean, I
and
could
keyboards.
probably come up with lyrics for that, but it's this guy that's on the riffs or you. You know what I like the Disease Freak has? That cumbia song?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like kind of like a cumbia and then it goes to like upbeat. I like that one.
I've been
That
seeing
one's
people
pretty
try to
cool.
do like their style to cumbia and mix it up.
That would be
Yeah.
dope.
Because there's another girl, her name's Italia. She's from Brownsville, and I'm not a big fan of her music. And again, it's not that I don't hate her or anything like that. It's just like she mixes like anime and rap.
Mm-hmm.
So she calls it kawaii rap.
Did she play like Sauce House the other
Sauce House,
time?
I think so. Yeah, she had like
seen
pink
her.
hair and all stuff.
I like
I fucked with their music, bro.
I heard her voice is very beautiful, but like
I couldn't stay that late. So
Wait, hold on. Is she watching this?
I doubt she watches my stuff. So, but just in case, because I know she's popular. She's pretty popular in Brownsville. So like I don't want to upset the cuz over there. No, but like her music, her voice is great. I love her, but she tried to mix cumbia like with her rap style music, and it just sounds kind of I don't know. But I mean, people are doing it doesn't sound as natural, but people are doing that here in the valley. So like I'm wondering who else is gonna combine like punk music with Spanish music.
you know what
Because
Peasant, dude.
yeah,
peasant, yeah.
Dude, Peasant went a lot harder than I expected. Peasant, Peasant's the fucking guy, dude.
Shout out Peasant.
Yeah, like dude, like
Yeah,
honestly, like I wanted to fucking move to his music, you know.
Mhm.
It was one
Dude,
guy.
there was one show at Juntos, Worst Behavior
Oh,
and
yeah.
Peasant. They played the same lineup, and people were actually marching to Peasant. I was surprised.
I was
man.
surprised too.
Because
It's
like
different.
you don't really see people move around when it's just one guy holding a mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they were moving around. I
Oh,
was
shit.
2-stepping too. Shit,
Great Peasant. I need to check them out. I haven't seen them yet.
they're
It's,
pretty.
it's
They're
one,
pretty
it's
cool.
one fucking
Yeah, it's
guy
just
with
one
some
guy.
badass instrumental. Like it's like rap. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not from here. I'm a Mexican, and I can do anything I want. But it's like it may sound like I'm like making fun of, but that's just dope. You know, it's fucking. I.
Because there's some guys who do that. Like what I seen the guy at the Gremlin. There's like the open mics and all stuff. I think his name's Louis, and he has like a loop machine, and like all the sounds he does like is from his mouth. So he does a beat, he does the bass, the melody, and then he starts singing over it.
That's fucking
So there's people who do that where it's just
Pretty cool.
one person and that's it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
You said peasant, right?
PSNT.
PSNT. Yeah.
He's so clever.
What did that MSKR stand for, or what was
It
it?
was Massacre.
Massacre,
It was
right?
Just Massacre. Yeah.
Massacre.
It was dope. We actually wrote a couple punk songs, dude. It was very reminiscent of like the sound of like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Negative XP or like the whole MSG group, like Mind Control's.
No, like
Support
like I
group.
mean, I would be honest with you. Like when it comes to like the music I listen to, like, it's mostly classic rock,
Yeah.
country, classical, and like
Mm-hmm.
it's very different from like what people like tell me about. Because people tell me like listen to the Smiths, listen to the Misfits, and a bunch of other like punk bands. I'll get to it once in a while,
Get to it.
but yeah,
It's like new wave punk, like
Yeah.
still it sounds like classic like 70s punk,
Mhm.
like 80s punk, but it's like with newer like I don't know, newer twist on it.
what's her name again? The band,
Which one?
the one you're talking about right now.
Negative XP.
I'll look for them right now because I need like a music recommendation. So
I recommend Disrupt, man. That's one of my favorite bands at the moment.
which one?
Disrupt.
Disrupt.
That's like one of my favorite bands at the moment.
How do you spell that one? Is it just regular spelling or no?
DISRUPT, right?
Mm-hmm.
Disrupt. Yeah.
Is it this one or no?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Fucking. They have like a whole bunch of songs, but they only have like 2 albums.
Oh shit! And they're doing pretty well from what I'm seeing. Let's see,
Acid Bath,
16,000.
Dude, the New Orleans scene, man.
too. Yeah, I mean
I feel like
For
we
me,
draw
yeah.
inspiration from the
Yeah.
New Orleans scene as well.
the fucking Nola sludge, like fucking like it's that swampy sound, like
I hate God.
yeah, I hate God, fucking super joint, feeling Selma, fuck yeah, dude, down, Soylent Green,
Yeah.
you got also Acid Bath came out of there, Crowbar, you got what is it, Corrosion of Conformity, COC, and all sorts of other bands that came out of the New Orleans scene and that we draw heavy inspiration out of.
New
But
Orleans is just they're different, you know. They're a
Yeah, I'm
different
surprised
breed.
because that's like I always think like when you think of New Orleans, you think of jazz and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
and
Nah, when I think of New Orleans, I think of Suicide Boys.
it's I think where they got their sound from was like the pure like hatred and depression that came out of like the natural disasters that came from there.
Katrina and all stuff.
Yeah, like everything was lost for them, you know, and so like it reflects a lot in their
Yeah.
music,
Mm-hmm.
and so like it's real ass music talking about real ass shit, not like I don't know, like Metallica talking about demons and you know like
Yeah.
coming back to
It's
life.
more
and
like
shit.
it's thematic
It's
stuff.
like
Yeah.
real ass shit, and that I think that's why we were drawn to Disrupt, Dystopia,
Mm-hmm.
all these other Acid Bath because they're very
Mm-hmm.
real. Like you can connect a lot with their
Yeah.
lyrics, you know.
I feel like I connect too much with Dystopia, man.
When it comes to your music, what do you want people to come like listen to? Like how you're mentioning like these bands.
Yeah.
What would you want your fan base or the people listening to your music to take out from you guys? Like your message.
That's a heavy question, man.
Heavy
To
question
take away
indeed.
from our music.
Yeah. Like how you're like how you're getting all these messages. Like you like that they're being real about like what they struggle through. What would you want like your stuff to be?
We really want to spread awareness, dude, to like
people. stuff.
to not taking any bullshit from people, bro, and never undermine the underdog. Never, dude. Never
Don't underestimate yourself either.
Yeah.
For real.
You can do a lot.
Self-confidence.
Do a lot with yourself.
I think if we're driving one point, it's like self-confidence.
Yeah.
Like, be who you are. Like,
What made you choose that team? When have you I guess been underestimated or considered the underdog?
man,
Fucking elementary, man.
Yeah.
Elementary, dude. I was like,
Quiet ass kid.
this is really. I always got like, cause I'm not the smartest, you know.
Mm.
So a lot of people would pick on me for that, and they would make me feel like less of myself and stuff. And I ended up dropping out in high school. I ended up dropping out my sophomore year,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't go to school my junior year either. But come senior year, I'm actually back in school, you know. So.
I bullied him into getting back into school.
He did. Every practice, he'd be like, "Fucking drop off."
Yeah, I'd be like, fucking drop out. You left your fucking brain at home. He's like, Jerry forgot to bring his brain to practice.
I went back to practice one day, and I was like, I'm going back to school. And he's like, oh, did it finally get to you? I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Is it just like tough love, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that once in a while.
It's tough love. That's exactly what it is.
I feel like what drove that is being like confident in yourself and not taking shit from anyone. Is the amount of times that people. I mean, it's just human nature to be judged, to judge people. You know, everyone does it, right? But it just fucking sucks when it has to be done, and people judge you for who you are in one fucking paragraph. And like, you don't even fucking know me. You see me on the street, you judge me, right? Mm-hmm. But then again, it's like you're bringing that upon yourself by being who you are. You're gonna get judged.
Like that situation that happened to me in class.
That fucking guy.
There was this. Okay, so back in middle school and elementary, I used to be a little troublemaker as well, you know, and like looking for problems, kind of, I guess. And I regret it because like people still look at me as if I'm like that.
Yeah.
And like I know administrators still think like I'm a bad student and stuff, and I have at least thought that I've changed my perspective on the way I am, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think it was like last month. I was in class, and there was this one kid that like I had seen. He'd always been picked on and stuff in elementary and middle school, and I ended up seeing him for a while. And senior year, I guess I reunited with him. I saw him again, but I didn't really talk to him. And while he was doing this presentation thing, and I asked him if he needed help because he was like holding it and trying to read it at the same time.
And he said no.
And he's like, "Nah, I don't need help from a junkie." I was like, "Oh shit, okay." So that like made me feel like I hadn't progressed with anything I've done in my life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I guess you could say like those 2 years that I was out of school, sophomore and junior year, I was like trying to like figure myself out as well.
Yeah.
And like I had went back thinking like, okay, like I have a second chance at school, and like people are probably gonna look at me differently, and that motherfucker fucked it up for me. And
no, sometimes people.
I feel like
sometimes your reputation just stick to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
It makes you feel less than, dude. Like damn, all that shit I fucking worked towards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I felt, man.
Personal development.
I felt like I took 2 years out of school to figure myself out for what? Just to be called a fucking junkie again.
Yeah,
you know?
but at that point you shouldn't care what they think. Like if you know you changed, and then if your friends.
But yeah, I realized after I talked about it with these guys.
Are you a junkie,
like,
Jerry?
Fuck these guys. Fuck no.
Let me see your inner elbows. Your inner elbows.
There he goes.
You left your brain at home, Jerry?
I have a heart.
He left his brain at home.
Just to bring, yeah.
Nah, but it fucking sucks, dude. Like I'm straight edge, you know, like
Yeah.
and it fucking sucks whenever you're in class and like somehow it just gets brought up like a party or like drinking and they're like, you don't drink or like you don't do drugs, like especially since like this week it's like Red Ribbon Week or something.
Oh
like,
yeah.
The dare and shit, like they're like
Really?
I was doing a poster. Yeah, I was doing a poster and they're like,
You fucking weirdo.
you smoke, dude, right? Why are you making that poster? I'm like, no, dude, I don't fucking smoke.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It just fucks because it sucks because you get it from students,
There's something wrong with smokers?
underclassmen. Yeah, bro, you fucking degenerate.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Go take a bath. No, I'm just kidding. And from teachers too. Like there's an old ass fucking teacher, Mr. Bettis, dude. Oh, I want to suck him in the fucking face, dude.
Yeah.
And what the fuck did he say? He was like, I'm gonna kick this old man's ass.
I felt like that, man. There was this one time I was trying to get flyers out for a show, and it was like the day before, and I asked the principal, and he wasn't letting me. I swear to God, man, I wanted to give him a big knuckle sandwich, but you know, I can't do that.
No.
I mean, that's a privilege alone, you know. It's like, you should be glad you even got him up, you know. But this motherfucker called me out, dude. He was like, and for the stoners out there in the back of my class, and I'm the only one in the very, very back.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, I don't know if the stoner can hear me back there, but I'm talking about the graph chart in the economics. I'm like,
No, it's like when it comes to like me teaching, like I try to like not judge people, but like sometimes they make it hard on themselves because they act bad. Because there's been students where like they're not necessarily bad, but they don't get like enough attention at home. Like I don't want to sound bad, but like
it's true.
It's true, like,
you can
it's true.
tell.
because I mean it's different when you're in school. Because when you're in school, it's easy for you to judge other students because they're like you're your peers. But then like once you grow up, like especially like right now, you'll notice like once you like go to college and then like you pay attention to your classmates from high school, you'll realize like you know what, this person wasn't an asshole. Like they weren't fucked up. It's just like how they were raised. And sometimes like they're put in really bad positions where you start feeling bad for them because you know like they were just acting out because they wanted attention.
Yeah, they're like, don't be
one
mad
of
at me.
those. I was one of those.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me because your dad didn't say I
was
love
one
you.
of those. Dude, like in school, I would act up like as a kid because I felt like I didn't have enough attention at home, so I wanted attention from like other people.
Yeah.
I can tell. Look at all the tattoos.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but yeah, it happens, and like after a while, like you need to realize people's positions were like, hey, you know what, like you're still gonna, I guess, have a prejudice or like judge people, but like at least try to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah,
and that's what I try to do, just in general. That's always been my thing. Because when I was in elementary, I would get bullied a lot.
Why?
Part of it was the weight, and then I wouldn't stand up for myself.
You're beautiful,
But the moment I started, like, there was this one bully. He would pick on me, and I wouldn't pick on him just because I was so much bigger than him. Because obviously, if I hit him, the teachers are gonna think, oh, he's the one attacking him because he's smaller. But then my parents told me, like, you know what? Just fuck him up. Like, just hit him.
Beat his ass.
Beat his ass, basically, yeah. And even if his parents, like, they call his parents, will back you up. I'm like, all right.
Beat the shit out.
So then he started bullying me again, and I socked him. And I was like, that was the end of it. Like,
KO.
He stopped bullying me.
Did you mercy hit him or no? No mercy or
No, there's no mercy.
no mercy.
And then his parents came in saying like, "Hey, he's bullying our son," but then the teachers already knew that he was always the one starting shit.
Yeah.
And since the teachers don't like him because he was a troublemaker, more reason to like side with me.
Yeah.
And the parents were like, "No, your son was bullying my son." Like, no, like he was the one starting shit.
The one time I tried to stand up to a bully, I got fucked up.
Girls.
Yeah, it was funny. Cause like he was like picking on me in the restroom and shit.
Yeah.
And I was already having a bad day, so
How
I was
old
like,
were you?
you know what, fuck you, motherfucker. And I pushed him and he kicked my ass.
Oh man.
How old were you?
I was like in 6th grade.
In 6th grade? Did you ever get bullied? I never got bullied, dude. Maybe it's because how big I was, but
Yeah.
like it's like when I got to high school, I realized that it wasn't there. Like it's almost like bullying didn't exist. It wasn't like High School Musical, like or like like
No, it's not like that either.
give me your lunch money.
Yeah, getting this one. Yeah, it's not like that.
And even now, you know, it's like
I would
Like-
get picked on for being a class clown.
For reals?
Yeah.
That would save me. Being a class clown saved me from being bullied
Yeah.
afterwards.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
like
Wow.
for like for
It's
me,
weird.
it was my vice.
Yeah.
Like people would tell me shit, and it would be my comedic vice. I'd just be like, I had to, by
Yeah.
default I had to be the class clown, you know, because I would take so much shit, you know. So
Yeah, that's what happened to me in middle school. Like once I became part of middle school, like I changed where now I became the bully.
the funny guy.
I
Yeah.
think I became the funny guy because you have to defend yourself out of some like
Yeah.
some way. Either you fight with them or you tell them shit back. And well, then I started hanging out with
Can't
the
we all
wrong.
just get along, man?
I wish I started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and I basically became a bullied. But then I think around 7th or 8th grade, there was this one guy we were making fun of because we were in lunch, and like every time he would look at the corn, he would take a bite, look around at it.
It's like,
Yeah. he like, So then we all started we were around him, so we all started doing the same thing, and he noticed that we were mocking him, and he just started crying,
oh,
and I'm like, oh shit, like
dude.
that's always what sucks, dude.
that's yeah.
I mean, I've bullied before. I haven't gotten bullied, but I've bullied before.
Yeah.
And like, it sucks when they don't take it defensively and they just like break down or they get sad or they
Yeah.
don't say anything back because then you feel bad.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, come on, say something back, so I can do it back. You know. It's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, so like he started breaking down. I'm like, oh man, like after that, like, you know what, like I'm hanging out with the wrong crew. So like I started hanging out with other guys because I felt so bad. I mean, it wasn't that I was into bullying. It's just that it's something you did with your group.
Yeah.
So like you did it to fit in and all that
Yeah.
shit. And well, once that happened, I'm like, And then later on, I found out that he was my cousin. Like, not like a close cousin, but like kind of like third cousin or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, it's even worse.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's like damn, I'm bullying my own cousin. But after that, by 8th grade, like we became friends, and like I started hanging out with other groups, and I mean, I became the class clown basically. So, but I mean, that stuff just sucks. I mean,
Dude, it's so funny because like the way I got into like my friend group that I had in 8th grade, and I there's like remnants of like the guys who I got into like in middle school was because it was like in 7th grade when I had gotten like my Doc Martens official. I would wear 6th grade, I would wear like off-brand like Comet boots, but it was my birthday in 7th grade that I got my Doc Martens, and everyone, there was a fucking group, and they would all call me school shooter, dude. They're like, oh, school shooter. And I was like, fuck, dude. And dude, I fucking got in trouble for that. And like, in order to defend myself, I was outnumbered. I was bigger, but I was outnumbered.
oh yeah,
you know?
yeah. At that point, kind of.
And what they would do was they would like that. This was the only time they bullied me. Was they would like grab my gym clothes right before I'd go to the gym. They knew my schedule and fucking throw it up all over the roof, and they'd throw it on the roof. And so I would get fucking more exercise during gym. They're like, why don't you have your gym clothes? Sir, they bullshit. Go fucking run. Like, fuck, dude.
Fuck that.
And so eventually to like deflect it, I'd be like, yeah, I am a school shooter, man. You're first. And they were like,
Jesus.
no.
They're gonna report you.
Oh my god.
No. And they would think it's funny, dude. They'd be like, oh shit, like,
Yeah,
hey.
you're going back with it. Yeah.
Like after like a couple months, they'd be like, hey, tell that guy that they'd be like, ask that guy for a plate. So I'd go up to them, hey, can I have your like peaches? Nah, man. You're first. So imagine that second semester of 7th grade, I didn't get in trouble. 8th grade, first semester, I didn't get in trouble. And it was in December of 8th grade that I got fucking in trouble, which was, it was fucking, I got called in, it was in like I think it was in my English class. And I got called out. It was like the old ass fucking security guard. Is so here? And they're like, yeah, I'm here. And he's like, can you come with us? And it was a fucking Trojan horse, dude. Because as soon as I got out there, 3 fucking officers were out there. They're like, turn around, put your hands behind your back. They fucking they handcuffed me and they took me to the fucking office, dude. And I was like, what the fuck did I do? And I was like, fuck, dude, I know it's because of this shit. And at that time, I had my Doc Martens and some shorts, and I had like a leather coat.
Oh no!
It was my dad's coat, so it looked like a fucking trench coat.
Yeah.
And they fucking
Columbine kid.
dude, and they took me to the office, right? And they searched me in like the officer's room, and they're like, "What is this?" It was like my background screen. It was like a Metallica album, and they're like, "Kill them all." Who do you want to kill? You want to kill all these kids? I'm like, no, like James Hetfield, man, like James Hetfield. And they're like, "What's your password?" I was like, and I didn't know what to say, dude, and I just kind of just shocked up. And then they're like, "All right," they searched me, they fucking wanted me and everything, and they took me to the next office over, and it was the principal, and he's like, "Well, Andres, what's this about? You're gonna shoot up the school on Wednesday?" I'm like, what? It takes everything in me to like not fucking laugh because I like it's fucked up, right? Like now, right? But this was like 8th grade, right? And he goes, I was like, "Sir, I don't know what you're talking about." And he goes like this he's like, "Well, these say otherwise." He pulls out a stack this fucking big from 7th grade, all the way from 7th grade. He had gotten reports, and it was a stack this big of fucking papers. Boom. He's like, "These are all kids who have come to me that have said you're gonna shoot up the school." Andres, he starts reading them. Andres said he's gonna shoot up the school on so. He said he's gonna kill me because I didn't give his lunch. I'm like, no. And I was like, dude,
I'm surprised it took them that long. Just to like, it took them a stack of papers for them to like get after you.
But I guess the first ones were like mild, I guess. But like, it was a good stack.
Mild
dude.
my ass, dude. It's like a threat, you know. They should have
It
took
was
action
different.
from the first
This
one.
was like 2018, dude. It was different. And then I was this guy's age, right?
Oh shit!
And I go, I'm like, oh, I don't know. And I had gotten in trouble before, but for like me bullying shit.
Yeah.
And the way I would get out of it, it was fucked up. It was really fucked up what I would do to get out of it. I would like, it's fucked up, dude. I'd be like, "Sir, it's because my grandma just died, dude. My dad's in debt because we gotta pay for funeral expenses. if you tell sir, please don't tell him, sir. And I like started tearing up. I was like, please, sir, if you don't tell him, because they're gonna get stressed out and my dad will beat me, sir. And that's what I would do to get out of shit. I'd be like, my dog died of 15 years, man. And he'd be like, oh, fuck. He wouldn't know what to do. He's like, Andres, you make it so hard for... he's like, just go to the counselors. Go to the counselors. So I went. And there's this one counselor who sounded real like...
Oh my God.
And he was like, what's going on, Andres? I think it was like Indian or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, sir, because I would explain to him again. He's like, oh my. And and he was like, well, so from all those threats, all I got was I pinned it on someone else that they were bullying me and they switched my schedule
Smart.
out of their class.
Yeah.
So like, I never got in trouble, but like I would like, I don't know.
I would shit myself with those 3 cops.
I've always had the only
Fucking
issues
Trojan
I've ever
horse,
had in
dude.
Yeah.
school were like drugs issues. Like people always think like yesterday.
Yeah.
A dog came to the school parking lot and searched my car because I smoke in my car,
Yeah.
and like supposedly they're onto me about shit.
Mhm.
But I don't take stuff to school, you know. But I smoke in my car,
Yeah.
which led them to like smelling.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they pin you for that? Like for scent?
No,
Yeah.
they didn't. They didn't tell me shit.
Like-
They didn't tell me shit. They only found an empty box of cigarettes in my car.
I mean,
and
you can.
They didn't tell
you
me
can
nothing.
probably kind of escape saying like someone else using the car, but like if they find it
But
within
he-
their, yeah,
Mhm.
that's a different thing.
But it's weird because I have a lot of friends of mine telling me like, "Oh, this security officer, he thinks you're like selling drugs or something. He thinks you're doing this.
Yeah.
He's telling people.
See, that puts you in a bad position
Yeah,
because
that's
they do
exactly,
find something.
'cause
Yeah.
he's like telling my friends not to hang out with me because I'm a drug dealer or somewhat.
The security guard? The security guard was saying this
There's
shit?
like, yeah, and I'm just like, dude, come on, man. I don't do that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's all like, it's fucking annoying, man.
No,
Because
no.
they put that on me, and I think I've had like
I actually
2
work
friends.
with the security guard.
Huh?
I actually work with the security guard.
At Bears?
Yeah, this podcast. It's to catch you, man.
Oh. Come on, man.
Let's
We
go.
got you, bro. Come on.
You got him.
Come on, bro.
Hey. No, come out.
No, God, me imagine.
Jerry.
No, yeah, but
I need my lawyer. I need my 1 minute. I need my minute, man.
no, but.
Man.
Yeah, apparently they told one of my friends not to hang out with me because I'm a bad influence and to be careful around me because I'm capable of things. I was like, dude, like, make me seem like I'm a fucking
Yeah,
like if I'm a
bro.
narc, man. Like, come on, dude. And no, I'm just trying to be me in school, you know, trying to
yeah.
do my own thing. Yeah, I might smoke in like the restrooms, but that's for myself.
Self-incriminating.
This guy, don't be saying that stuff.
Shh, just be quiet.
No, yeah, because I mean, a lot like, because I'm a substitute teacher, so like, I know like when they're doing it, I'm like, if you're gonna smoke, I mean, do it somewhere else. Don't do it in the school because they're gonna catch you easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then like those dumbasses, there's dumbasses where like, oh, I don't smell like nothing, and then like when they pass by, I'm like,
It's like Axe and like strong ass weed. It's like I don't smell like anything, dude. They just down the whole bottle of Axe. Dude, well, like I never like involved myself with drugs like during high school, but like with like troublemakers.
yeah,
Like I had this one friend. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like to this day, like he's like crazy. He's like mentally like insane.
yeah,
He would bring fireworks to school and shit, and like he'd bring like dead like rats and shit. Like you know you know who I'm talking about. The one who got kicked out of the Marines. Okay, that guy. And I would hang out with him after school. He was a junior when I was a freshman, and he would be like,
this
"Hey,"
guy getting all the details.
he was like, "You want to come to my house after school?" I was like, "What are we gonna do?" He's like, "We're gonna listen to Mayhem, dude, and fucking blow up some rats." I was like, "Okay." Dude, this guy was fucking crazy. Like at the time, I was very
red
like,
flags right there.
I was very like impressionable, right? And I
Yeah.
thought this guy was the coolest shit. But like thinking about it, like looking back, he would be like, "It's my dad's gun. It's a Butte, right? And I was like, yes, it's cool, man, I guess. But like, this guy was fucking like this. Like, I swear, if COVID didn't happen, this guy would have definitely like schmooded, you know?
Yeah.
But like, since that year he graduated, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Because I remember like one of the last times I hung out with him, we went to go like we would go shooting like not at the shooting range, but like south, like
Far in the Montes,
far in the Montes,
Yeah.
right? And he pointed the shotgun at me, dude. He pointed the shotgun at me. I was like, whoa, dude, chill. And he was like, I'm just joking around, man. He's like, I'm just joking around. And then he sees a bird, and he goes like that, boom, right over my fucking head, like right here, dude.
Yeah,
I
no.
lose my hearing in one ear, dude. As motherfucker, like it's that was what like made me realize like I got to get the fuck away from this guy.
No, yeah, because like any responsible gun owner, you're never supposed to
Yeah.
point at anything that you don't want to lose.
Dude. And this guy was fucking like all the red flags. This guy did, like I don't know, dude. Like at that point in time, that afternoon driving back, I was silent, dude. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about everything. I was like, I need to get the fuck away from this guy because this guy will kill me. Like,
Yeah.
if he wanted to, he would have.
You would've- yeah.
You know, and so like I split, dude. I stopped answering his calls and shit, and he started being like, what are you doing in this? And he would show up in front of my house and shit, dude. He knew where I lived and shit. I was like, fuck, dude. He'd be like, hey, I got your shirt that you wanted. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm not there. I'm not there. He's like, your truck's there. I'm like, It was weird. And then the last time I
How
saw
did you get
him,
rid of him?
just by like stop talking to him. Like I just kind of just distance myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we did everything. We skated. That's how I got into like.
So it's like a stalker type thing? Or
No, he wasn't like just for like the first week that I wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
First like month he would like do that shit. He'd be like, "Hey man, like what's up?" Like he would send me memes and shit. He was like hardcore incel, like hardcore. For some reason at the time I thought that was like edgy and cool.
Yeah. Everybody goes to that phase where they see
Yeah,
the memes and like, yeah.
like oh like that's so funny, dude. Like I don't know. And like his whole thing was like protein and like bodybuilding and shit. But like, and eventually, I hadn't seen him until it was last year. It was my junior year,
Yeah.
and he was at the high school. I got super scared. My fucking heart dropped, dude. And he was walking directly towards me. He's walking directly towards me, and he goes, "What's up, man?" I'm like, I thought he had a gun or something, dude. Because I heard his voice because I was reading something on the wall. And he goes, "What's up, man?" And I turn around, he's just there. I'm like, "What the fuck are you?" He graduated like 2 years ago. I'm like, "What the fuck are you here?" He's like, "I'm getting my transcript, dude." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Cool." Like, he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "How have you been?" I was like, "I'm okay, man." like we're like passive aggressive. Like, why haven't you talked to me, man? He's like, "It's fine." He's like, "It's whatever." Like, I'm going to fucking business school or whatever, man. I'm going to school for business. I'm like, "What, dude?" He's like. But before that, when he graduated, he had tried joining the Marines.
Yeah.
And he went through everything. He passed the physical. He passed everything. And he was already at MEPS, which is like the final stages before he signed off.
Yeah.
And his hearing was fucked up. And this motherfucker would literally listen all day to fucking like black metal over and over again, like loud as fuck, dude. Like, and always in his room. He had these big ass speakers, and he would always blast music. And that's literally why he lost his hearing, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I get scared, dude. Like long practices, I get scared.
You guys don't wear like ear protection?
No, we should though.
You still, yeah, like even like I started seeing people with like going to the shows, or whatever. Some of them are wearing ear protection just because you can lose your hearing after a while.
That's scary.
Like after some practices, like I can't hear shit
fuck.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Your ears are ringing
Like
for
the
days.
day after,
two-
like, I still
2
can't hear.
days
I'm like, oh,
straight. Your ears
shit.
are
That
just
happened to me
ringing.
like the first couple of shows I started
Yeah,
going
like
to.
last week, like all week, my hearing's like been fucked.
Like on the way home from shows and shit, I just be driving and you just hear in the background, man. I'm just like, I wake up the next morning.
Still.
Oh, and the fact that that guy was shooting guns too, without like I'm pretty sure he wasn't wearing ear protection either.
Fuck no.
That also like fucks with you, yeah.
Scary shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
You're a shotgun
I've never. Yeah, I shot a shotgun at my Theo's house, and one day, we were just fucking around. And he's like, I got a shotgun, dude. You wanna go shoot one round in the back? I was like, sure, why not? I've never shot a gun before, but that sounds fun, you know. And he's like, all right, busts out a big old fucking shotgun, dude. And he's like, all right, hold it. So I'm holding it up in the air, and he's like holding me too, like, you know.
Yeah.
And I shot it, dude.
He said, "Come on, right here." You gotta tuck it right in your shoulder, man.
Yeah, dude. He was like, hold it up right here, right here, right here.
He's holding your waist. He was like, just like that. Oh wait, he's your Theo.
This guy.
Fucking weirdo, dude.
Yeah, whispering to
Nah,
you.
you know,
Yeah,
I've
see that
had
bird
a-
right there.
I've had
The
a
recoil.
stalker at school once.
Girls.
Yeah,
Was it a chick?
Or is it a guy?
What was it
It was a
again?
guy.
chick.
Oh damn.
There's a chick.
Was it Brody?
One of her friends was my friend, and she would tell me that she has this class with her, and she's always like showing her pictures of me, and I like pictures that I haven't even seen, man, and like that I'm walking around the hallways, and she takes a picture. I'm just like, dude, like it's like creepy, man, you
You gotta
know.
watch out with those.
And I was like, well, who is she? And that chick has never told me who that other chick is.
It was her. Imagine it was just her.
It was her the whole time.
She's like, I have this friend.
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, that was you.
Man, that shit's scary, dude.
Nah, you gotta be careful
I've
because
had a picture where I'm walking. She showed me one, and it's a picture of me in front of the school, and I think I was standing by a tree, and I was about to like start walking to the parking lot, but she got a picture of me standing by the tree and like after school. And I saw it and I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's so
She probably
weird,
has a
man.
wall of pictures of you.
yeah.
She probably does, man. She probably got like
She does tributes on 4chan and shit.
Yeah.
tributes.
Just the whole altar.
Jerry Shrine.
Jerry Shrine. Should be your stage name.
You're probably
Jerry
gonna see her at one of the shows eventually.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it, man. I mean, I don't know who she is. Like I said, I still
That's
don't know
not
who
a true friend.
is,
She should
but
tell you, hey, it's her. You never know.
I've asked.
She's probably out there right now.
Trust me, I've like she's probably outside right now. Man. Dude, I've asked that chick to tell me who she is like a number of times, and she's like, no.
It was probably fucking her, dude.
Like,
It was probably her. I think so. That sounds like
you
her.
think so?
Yeah.
I would get concerned at that point. Like, hey, like this chick's stalking you all the time.
Like that's fucked up. Like why aren't you telling me? Like
yeah,
you're allowing it
Fucking
to.
make a phone call. Oh, nah,
You
I'm
can make a
just-
phone call.
dude, live on
But,
a podcast.
You're live on podcast. But yeah, man, that's like the only like stalker situation I've had. It's not even too long ago either. It's like last month.
Oh shit, that was like a
It
well,
was like last month, man.
last month. That's
Shit.
in October or September because we barely
September.
Okay, okay.
September. Sorry, forget we just finished.
We just finished October.
Yeah.
Damn, it's wild stories.
Yeah, I was. We were chilling. Where were we? We're in the cafeteria, and she pulls out a picture and shows it to me. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
It's her, dude.
It's her
It's
taking a
fucking
picture.
her.
She's getting you right there in the front.
She's like, yeah, look.
Yeah, flips the camera.
Scary, dude. Scary shit.
Damn, I never had those kind of stories in high school. Like there was always like fucked up stuff going on, but like it didn't occur to me until like after high school. I'm like, oh shit, my high school's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Cause the big story. There was two big stories from our high school. One was a teacher. His name was Mr. Duke, but everybody would call him Boner Duke.
Boner Duke.
That's because he had a hernia. He had a hernia, and that's when you like your muscle like basically whatever.
Your tripa going to your balls.
Yeah, yeah. So like his entire thing was always like sticking out. And well, what's it called?
Painful. You ever had one of those?
man.
Dude, nah, hernia no.
It's like blue balls, like perpetual blue balls. Like
Nah, man, that's like when you fuck up your back and all that stuff. Like, yeah. Anyways, no one liked him because he was always like a show off. Because like he would always show off like the teacher of the year awards. Like he was always like showing off. So no one liked him. But one time I think it was the summer of my junior year. He ends up on the news because he got arrested, and he got arrested because either he was trying to buy or sell crack.
crack.
Yeah. I can
from like
actually,
a student or something.
Crack.
no. He's from Harlingen, I think, or was from Harlingen,
Oh.
and he was with some other guy.
Oh, okay.
I think I can show it. But the thing is, afterwards he got replaced by like STC professors, whatever, because we would do enrollments. And
Smart
on
motherfucker.
the summer of my senior year, we were cleaning out the closets because it's the chemistry teacher, the biology in the middle. Oh yeah, next to them, and then like the art teacher.
Right.
In between the biology and chemistry is like a walk-in closet that can go to either room.
Right.
Yeah.
We were cleaning that room out to do the inventory because the teachers are lazy, so they wanted us to help out. So it was me and my friend Clarissa. We go all the way to the back of the walk-in closet, and there's like all these like boxes to the way bottom.
To porno mags.
No, well, that's one thing we saw. We saw like a bunch of biology like cassettes. On the bottom, there was one that had like a blank sleeve, and it was just XXX.
And they can knock them over the head.
We had no idea what it was in that cassette because we don't have cassette players anymore. So the teachers took that away. We kept digging on the bottom. There was a bunch of these chemicals together and like vases and a bunch of other shit. I had no idea what they were because I'm stupid. Like I don't chemistry, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But my friend and the STC professors, they were looking at each other, and I'm like, what's going on? And they were telling me those specific chemicals are made to, like, it's basically needs to make crack.
Fucking Breaking
So
Bad type shit.
yeah. We
That
basically
BB.
we think he was probably using the school's funding to like buy these chemicals
Oh
Literally
shit!
Breaking Bad.
to like make
That's
crack.
fucking
That's what-
dope. That's
Plus
fucking
this
dope.
guy.
I think I can find this. I think the article's still up. Let me see if I can find it.
Jesus.
Watch
It
this
was a while back, man. It was when I was in high
Oh,
school.
shit. Yes, I am.
What
Watch.
you doing, Jerry?
But yeah, it was basically Breaking Bad, but no, no drama, no like cartels or anything like that.
My Spanish teacher got arrested last week.
Well, you can pass it down.
Oh, of course he said that.
He got
It was a while back.
Villain teacher caught with crack cocaine. Golly. Paul, dude.
Let's look at that picture.
Paul's a bad man.
Yeah, Paul Duke, man.
Paul Duke.
Paul Duke, that was
Shame on you.
La Villa High School is facing criminal charges.
49.
Yeah, I
These
was
guys are like reading the whole thing.
reading the story. Oh yeah, it was a while back. It was like 2014.
That's
or,
faster, bro.
yeah, it was a while back.
Hey, bro, what's the search history right here?
This guy. That's why you use a private browser.
Smart.
Alright. No, but yeah, that was the one, and then the other one was and I haven't told this one, but like basically, my band. We're all, since it's a small school, everybody knows each other,
Mhm.
and the band director had an assistant, and the assistant was my best friend's father. So like anytime like gossip would happen, like he would tell us like, "Hey, this is what's going on." So there was this one story where they were going out to eat lunch, and he saw a truck moving back and forth, and what the fuck's going on? What if someone's dying or something? So they go check, and they find a teacher with the student's parents in there. They were,
Damn.
and it turns out that they were doing that because since I guess they couldn't afford that much money for the ag, because they raise animals for FFA.
Mm-hmm.
He was basically doing favors for her by using the school's funding to buy feed for her daughter, for the animals and all that stuff. So hey,
Just beaners.
anything,
That's what they're doing. Not even for money, not for
yeah, bang her.
guys.
Well, she was getting
It's
it for
cattle food.
She was getting it for her daughter, for the animals. That, and then we had rumors of supposedly a teacher being with a student and all stuff. So
That shit's
I've heard
happening
a
at
couple.
Bears.
I've heard a couple stories of bears. Yeah, with teachers and students.
An ROTC
Frills.
teacher
Yeah.
Oh,
got
shit.
caught with the. Well, I don't know. I didn't
That's
get caught.
fucked.
He's like, Hudson, Hut.
no, that
Take it
happened.
back.
That happened recently too, where one of our teachers got caught with the students, and it was stupid because they're in the freaking gas station of all places.
They're in the gas station?
Yeah, and then some students were buying snacks, whatever, buying food.
Oh,
whatever.
that's outside of school. How
yeah.
is that even
It's,
I mean,
they're still a teacher.
Yeah, it's still
A teacher with a high schooler.
exactly.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
There's no way around it, man.
Minor.
It's a minor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy. No, but yeah, they got caught, and no one, I guess, reported it until halfway into this year. They realized that stuff was
That's
going on.
Yeah.
And then it got worse because, from what I was hearing, is that he was posting pictures of them together on Facebook. Either her or him, they were posting pictures on Facebook. That's all the evidence you needed.
That's.
That was a full-blown relation. And
Yeah.
they got arrested? He got arrested?
I don't know if he got arrested, but they got him out of the school real quick. Because then they started putting pressure on the school board. Hey, how are you not noticing that the fact that they're posting pictures on Facebook? How did you not notice? But
So it wasn't really even a low-key thing. How old was she?
I don't know. I think she was either a sophomore or junior. But still, that's still a minor. And the guy's.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
And then we lost our principal because
Not the fucking
the
principal.
principal,
man.
and this was in the same
What's going
week.
on in La Villa, bro?
It was
Fuck, dude.
dude, man. As far as they can tell, hopefully they're not watching because I'm employed there, so hopefully they're not watching this.
Oh, shit.
But from what I heard, again, I hear stories from students, so this is not me. This is just rumors. Supposedly, the principal was a cokehead,
Damn.
and I guess they busted her or whatever.
I've heard stories about some
There's teachers and
Some
principal,
fucking
yeah.
administrators embarrass you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens. And the thing
I've
is,
heard.
she had history already, so the school board should have known that, hey, this is her history. But
Remember the bald security guard?
She knows a shit to the bald security guards.
Well,
You get all
the
stressed.
one with the big old eyeballs. I'm not trying to say his name. I'm just hoping you know who he is. You know who he is? Dude, that guy, man. I've heard he's a...
yeah,
I've heard so, man.
Some long hours, bro. You got the graveyard shift. I don't blame him.
you stay awake.
I remember it was like before the football game. I remember talking with like the football guys, right? And
Yeah.
they were talking about. They're like, yeah, like this and this, and I was like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, don't worry about it. After the day after the game, I asked one of my close friends. I was like, hey, what were you guys talking about? Yeah, oh, that fucking was offering everyone cocaine.
Oh,
I was like, and he's like, that
Don't
everyone
mention
took
names.
it, dude,
I'll censor it, but don't mention names.
and they won,
No
Oh,
mention
shit.
names.
and they won.
No names here.
Yeah, the names. I'll just leave it on for you then. Your issue.
Oh my god.
This guy. Let us
Did you
cut.
give the last name too?
Yes.
This guy.
I'm not saying he did it, but
No, but you'll hear those stories. Like it's one thing when it's students, but like when it's teachers, administrators.
Joe, have you ever any drama in your school, dude?
yes, dude, your fucking art teacher,
Ooh, what happened to your
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
our art teacher, she got arrested for kicking her
I was in, like,
son's
sixth
ass
grade.
or some shit.
What?
She beat her son
Fucking
But-
assaulted a family member or some shit. She,
on busted.
there's a whole ass mugshot of her.
Yeah, and she looks like a fucking Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
She looks like Jabba the Hutt.
It was
Oh,
my,
shit.
it was my first year.
Is it
sixth grade.
online or another picture or no?
Yeah,
Something like your old
I gotta
ass
find it, dude. I gotta find
You
it.
sent that on your old account.
It's on busted. It's on busted newspaper. And then my Spanish teacher got arrested last week. That was crazy.
For what?
Dude.
For DWI. And
Oh,
then my history teacher in freshman year tried killing himself.
Oh,
Like
in class or
no. He was like driving,
Oh, okay.
and he crashed into another car, like head on collision. No one died, but he was badly injured, and he got arrested for driving while under the influence. and
Yeah.
grievous bodily harm and shit like that.
Jeez.
I don't know, it was like fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
No, yeah, like once you start like it's for that thing, you know, like people like that's what the thing I get kind of frustrated where parents try to like tell the kids go to school and like learn become better and all stuff, but like some of these teachers are really fucked up
Yeah, dude.
and people don't talk about it like when it comes to like I guess on the news or like just regularly like there's a lot of fucked up teachers and not only that but there's also like fucked up professors and you never hear about it.
Yeah.
Some of the administrators at my school are assholes, man. Like they don't.
Yeah.
I feel neglected by a lot of like administrators at my school.
Yeah.
Cause like I'll ask for like mental health help and stuff, like advice,
Yeah.
and they'll just like, well, I don't know. What do you want me to tell you?
You know why though, right? It's because it's your last year. They're like, you're a senior. Fuck it. Suck it up for another year.
No, but
You're
sometimes
not
they
a
don't
problem
give a
anymore.
shit. Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like the only person that actually shows that they care is my counselor.
Yeah.
Of course, the counselor. you
Which-
know.
But no, some of them don't even give a shit.
Yeah.
Some
Like
of
it's
them don't.
like
Shout out Miss James. Shout
yeah,
out Miss James.
because
Don't say names.
from when I was going through STC at the same time, our professor was telling us that it's very rare for counselors to actually give a shit.
Yeah.
Like you have a good one that really cares.
Yeah.
Because at my school, there's two different types of counselors. There's like a change your schedule counselor, and there's like a cry to counselor.
Okay.
But even then, the cry to counselors, like my old homie who graduated, he said that he had gone to her, like he had mentioned sometimes that at one point in his life he did feel like killing himself, and apparently they administered him to tropical fucking rehab.
Oh, yeah.
That they gave his parents like this waiver that
It's-
okay,
it's true, man.
You're signed up for 2 weeks. You got to go to tropical.
It's true. They'll do that to you. My 8th
Snitch.
grade year.
No, that's their job.
Yeah, it's
It
like
sucks,
if
but
this
yeah.
kid kills himself, it's on them. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
my
they went
8th
to you.
grade year. That happened to me actually. You know, I was kind to my counselor. And I told him like, sometimes I don't feel like doing this anymore. They're like, what do you mean by that? I was
Yeah.
they're like, what do you mean by that? I was like,
They're already writing down the notes.
yeah, and then
What are you checking out for there?
sure
Hold on.
you sure things enough. Like 10 minutes later, they like let me go back to
10
class.
minutes.
They let me go back to class. 10 minutes later, they call me. They call me from the announcing.
Yeah.
And there's an ambulance waiting for me in front. And
They strap you up already. Tie you
They
up.
take me to
With the fucking
DHR.
neck brace.
They take me to DHR, man, and I just
The fucking
Sucked.
the straight jacket.
Yeah.
Institutionalized.
Hannibal Lecter. With the little mask.
institutionalized.
I try to do things. It just doesn't work out the way I wanted to. It's like I try. All he wanted was a Pepsi.
What did they do to you at DHR? Like, did they actually help you out or no?
No, dude.
What did they do?
I heard it's chill.
It's a hassle.
Well, what is that? Is that
there's
like a rehab
people-
center?
DHR is just
It's
a
like a
doctor's
mental
hospital of residence, whatever.
It's like a mental health.
Really?
No, DHR is like an entire system, like all the hospitals in McAllen.
Oh yeah, DHR is like
I was
a. But I'm
born
talking
there.
about the
No, for real?
the
Yeah.
behavioral center.
Okay, the behavior
That's where
center.
I was
Yeah,
in.
Because I'm asking
They
you
did.
this. Okay.
I feel like they did give me more medication that I definitely needed. Like I was on like at least like 7 different medications on the 3 days that I was there.
Yeah.
So I was like,
The reason I ask you that is because
SSRIs.
I had a friend who went to like therapy because he was like suicidal, and he's like, the first time he tried calling the suicide awareness line, they put him on hold. Like, I don't know for how long. I think like for like half an hour. I don't know how long.
that's fucking stupid.
They're like, damn, like
That's
what,
fucked up.
That's like when people like I see people post like on Instagram like start like, oh, if you ever feel like you're committing suicide, like call this number. Fuck no, they put you on hold.
Exactly. Fuck that.
On our school IDs on the back, they have those hotline, the 998
Yeah.
numbers. And I was talking to the guy who prints them out, and I was like, "Hey, sir, why don't they have the number no more?" He's like, "Oh, like we ran out of ink, so it was just cheaper to do the ID instead of the numbers." They don't have it.
Dude.
And like someone like they went to therapy, they told them like therapy didn't really help them out at all. Like it's just,
Yeah, I would go through like little therapy sessions throughout the day too. But those therapy sessions were just us sitting there.
And
the
how did
whole
that make
fucking
you
time.
feel, Jerry?
Like shit.
and you know they're getting paid out of the
And
government.
how did that
or
make you
whatever,
feel?
Shitty.
Why?
Shitty environment.
And I hope people don't take the wrong message. Where I'm telling you not to
Oh,
seek
yeah.
therapy, but like
yeah. If you feel like you need it, take it. Just
yeah,
make sure
but like
get the
you just
right
need to be
person.
careful because there's good therapists who actually know what they're doing their job, and
there's people who do it just for the money.
yeah, because this is the thing. Like once you go to college, you're gonna realize there's a lot of stupid people who are passing, and some of these people are going to be doctors, therapists, business people, and they should not be there at all. Yeah,
Because you got daddy's money. That's why.
and yeah, that's what like when people when they push college on you guys. Like I'm not saying don't go to college, but I'm saying like once you get there, you're gonna realize like hey, half of these people shouldn't even be here. Like if you want to study, hey, go for it, whatever. But like there's some students who are just like literally you'll see students who pay other students to do their work.
That's fucked up.
Oh.
You'll see that a lot. I've
Is
seen
it
that. In,
bad that I've done that? I've done that once.
I
but,
mean,
like, it's
you're in high
middle
school, so I mean, that's,
Cheflonke.
Fuck you.
but see, that's in high school. Once you're in
I'm
college,
back in school, idiot. That joke's over with. Fucker.
no, but again, this is high school. Once you're in college and actually trying to earn a degree, I mean, that's you're trying to get a career out of it.
You need a hug or what?
Give him a hug. Come on, go for it. Go for it.
Look at it, guys.
There you go.
It is.
Fucking flunky. What'd you call me? What'd you say?
It's a fucking.
You gotta beep that. You gotta beep that. Beep that.
Yeah.
Beep that.
Nah, man, but yeah, but school's crazy. That's all I can
School,
say.
man.
I hated school.
School's badass, dude. Networking.
Fuck no.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what college is. It's just put on networking.
yeah. When you're in college,
The only class I actually like is forensic science.
That's class.
Science is
It's like
interesting.
I just do the bare minimum, and then the rest of it is just networking.
yeah,
Like literally, like talking with everyone. It was kind of weird at the beginning of the school year, like talking with since I was like an upperclassman now.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird talking with lowerclassmen because I just felt weird. Like how the fuck do I approach?
Right.
How do you approach these fucking
Because
kids? Like,
nowadays you can get counseled for
Hey,
anything, man. So like I
Yeah.
feel weird now talking to lower classmates because like, oh, this guy's talking because
yeah. People start making rumors. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
and it's fucking stupid because you can get canceled for anything you can fucking do. Like nowadays, you get canceled for fucking saying a word.
yeah.
like that word.
Like, which word?
Yeah, which word, Jerry?
Which word, Jerry? Which one are you talking about?
Jerry, we went over this. Jerry, control yourself, Jerry.
No, I see that. I hear that word tossed around a lot. You know which word?
Which one?
You know that word. In school, I always hear everybody saying. I'm like,
I hear a lot of people saying it all
It's
day.
everywhere.
it's
bro.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
And then like on TikTok, you always hear like about like Hispanics, Latinos using that word a lot. I'm like, it's true.
That word's everywhere, isn't it?
Hey, but can we use it? Not like here, but like
I ain't black, so I mean, I don't know.
can Hispanics use it? Are you white?
I'm Mexican too.
Where are you born?
Dude,
Fucking idiot.
I was born in West Loco.
You're born what's it called?
I was born in Harlingen, dude.
I mean, I know it's Joe Martin is my name, but it's actually Jose Luis Martinez.
No, it's Joe Martin. Dirty Martin.
Martin.
So like Martin for short, Martinez.
Martinez and Joe is Jose.
Forever, we've had this inside joke.
How did you not notice that?
Should we
What?
tell him? Should we tell him about the inside joke?
I think you should, bro. I think
Go
you
for
Okay,
it.
should.
so this whole time while we're like waiting to meet you, we've been talking about you referring to it as Dirty Martin.
But not for the wrong
But
reasons.
not for the wrong reason. It's because in my neighborhood, what we used to practice in my neighborhood,
Yeah.
we would always pass by this truck.
Mhm.
We would always pass by this truck, and on the side of the truck, big letters, Dirty Martin. and it was like
Yeah.
a party rental truck. dude.
Clown rental
And-
for
and-
entertainment, DJ, lights.
Yeah,
10-foot
it
tall
said
guys.
Dirty Martin. So I was like, "Look, dude, Dirty Martin's coming to interview us." And that truck has not been there in my neighborhood since
Damn.
since
Gone.
forever, man. So we're wondering where does Dirty Martin stand now? You know,
I don't know, man. I lost my truck, so
Oh, no.
I told you it was him, dude.
it was me the whole time.
I fucking told you.
I didn't think I had all this audio equipment.
He sold the truck.
Sold the
He
truck, man.
sold the truck for the equipment. So how'd you do when you had the truck?
No, but yeah, no, I don't mind. I always get a lot of nicknames from like when I was in high school and like from family, friends, and all that stuff. So I mean, I'm used to it.
He's used to the bullying.
I'm used to no, well, not the
Fucking
bullying,
bully.
just the nicknames.
We're not bullying him.
Bro, you made it weird, bro.
Yeah,
I'm out of the band. Sorry, guys.
he's out of the band. Yeah, I'm replacing him now. So
Dirty Martin, lead vocalist.
my God.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, I think we covered almost everything at this point. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before like
I
we
wanted to
wrap it up?
ask you. So, what led you to like play bass? You said you started with the guitar, right?
The
Yeah, you've been pretty
garden.
quiet.
The garden,
The
dude.
garden.
The garden. Yeah, just the garden.
Yeah.
I think I found him like 6th grade.
Yeah.
I just fuck with him.
Mhm.
I showed him when I first heard the garden. I showed this guy the Thy Mission by the Garden.
Oh,
he
and
loved it.
the first bass I ever had, like the fucking neck was like the strings were like super far from the fucking neck, and
Oh shit.
I sold it to the
Okay,
same guy
that crazy guy that I was talking about.
Oh
Yeah,
now he has
the
the
same
bass.
guy. So we don't know where the fuck that bass went.
Oh, that's
he's
gone.
like kick his amp because it wouldn't work. Boom, boom, he kick it like that. He's like, all right, it's working.
Yeah, and then like I think summer of like that year, 2020. That's like when I was in 6th grade. That was my first year of middle school. I'm in 8th grade now, and I just learn shit by ear. I just like listen to all the garden songs and shit. Just learn 'em by ear and shit. Look at tabs. And slowly, I just started like I can develop my own style,
Yeah.
like making songs that like in that same style,
For reals.
and like
Probably the most talented
You're
motherfucker
a
here.
fucking little ass kid and you're so
He's-
good at the bass.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like creatively and technically,
Mhm.
he's proficient in both those realms.
talent.
What roast
the
do you
most
get?
talented
What
is
roast do you
that.
guys each have? Because I mean, who's like the songwriter? Who does like the
Well,
marketing and all stuff?
Me and him write lyrics. Me and him write riffs,
Okay.
and then
I wrote
He
Still Can't Adjust.
Yeah, he wrote
Yeah.
the beginning for Still Can't Adjust, that little clean part.
He sent a sample, and
This guy
he
wrote
wanted
the
to
bass
put,
line for
yeah, he
Still
wanted to
Can't
put bass
Adjust.
over it. I just sent a video of me playing bass over it, and it worked out well.
Boom, Still
Okay.
Can't Adjust.
I need to listen to you guys still. So
Yeah.
he's like, man, it's just trash, bro. Delete the.
no, this is the thing. Like I will never. This is my little secret or whatever. But basically, I will never tell a band that they suck.
Why?
I won't
Why?
because I don't like bringing people down. Because what if you can do better later on?
Okay, but
So this is the
when
thing.
it comes to being blunt, will you?
Well, he hasn't even heard us.
I haven't heard you guys. I'm gonna say you guys like. But if I say I like a band, that means I really do like them.
Oh shit! I do have the demo.
Which one after?
Oh yeah, we'll show you after.
Yeah, but like again, like I'll never tell a band that they suck, but I just won't say it. I just won't compliment them or say anything bad about them. I just won't talk about you. So if I want to talk about you, I'm not a big fan. But like if I do like you, I will compliment them because I prefer being honest. And I don't like bringing people like you said. Like I don't like bringing people down. I don't like telling people, "Hey, your music's not good enough." I mean, you can say that just as long as you know that, hey, your music's not good enough, but you can do this to improve your music. I'm stupid when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Like that's the big secret about Joe Martin. When it comes to music, I have no idea. I just interview guys, I just interview bands because I can talk about their personality and the story behind you rather than music. Like if you ever watch my podcast, it's hardly ever about like the technical. It's hardly about your gear because I don't understand that stuff. But when it comes to like who you are as your image, your band, your personality, getting that vibe you guys have between each other, that's what I'm good at. So if anybody's watching, that's the big secret. I don't actually know anything about music. I'm not classical.
Same, dude. I can't read music for
Yeah.
shit. I don't know what music. I don't know what scales are. I don't know what fucking.
Yeah, like some people, some
a
bands
G
talk about
minor.
that.
It's like it starts off with a G or something like
Just
that.
fucking play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Comes into
currently
my mind,
learning
bro.
how to read guitar tabs.
That's good, and that's good to have.
He's like that though. He can like
Hear
notes
it and then
on-
play it. Yeah. This guy's gifted.
That's me. That's
This
what me and
guy's
Lil D
really
are.
gifted, man.
He's all looking at us like, no, I don't remember.
No.
I know how to read shit for like I'm in band like at school. I just know how to read shit for like trombone.
Yeah, so like when I came to like marching band, I would like write the note, like I would look at the notes, write the letter on top of it, and then play it over and over again.
Tromboner.
Trombone.
Tromboner.
Wait, you were a marching band?
Yeah, I was a marching band.
Let me guess.
Trumpet.
Percussion.
No, yes,
Damn.
I was a drum. I was a
Tell by the
drummer.
knuckles.
I can tell by them knuckles.
I was a bass drummer, but I also knew like how to play snare drum, a
Yeah.
little bit of quads. But then after my 2 years of bass drum, I moved over to keyboard.
It carries over.
Yeah, I carried over
Percussion.
percussion. It's all percussion. Because I tried it. My first instrument was guitar, but I sucked at it. Fingers are too fat and like too short, so like
Bass.
I would struggle. Yeah, I should have done bass. And so I just moved over to your percussion and loved it. So, so yeah, I mean,
He needs a charger. Get him a charger.
oh, okay, that's what's going on.
Oh, is that what he's looking for?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I was confused.
This guy. Nice throw.
My God.
Nice throw, bro.
What about all of you guys? I guess before we wrap it up, like, how did you guys like get to your instruments?
Vocals. It started when I went to my first show.
Yeah,
I would watch I would watch the bands perform, but the vocalist always stood out to me the most because I've always wanted to learn how to be one of the best frontmans there is, and I'm still working on that,
Mhm.
But I guess what made me wanna start doing vocals is like all the built up anger I have.
yeah.
All the built up anger I have, and like it's all bottled inside.
Oh, the
Screaming.
bullying.
When I'm screaming,
So
I'm like,
Yeah.
basically trying to let out my emotions.
And who are some frontmans that you take inspiration from?
Darby Crash.
Mitch Lucker, Suicide Silence. That guy's fucking dope. I fuck with him. Rest in peace.
And this will probably help you out long term because when it comes to like having all this like anger and all this like rage, whatever you have,
Mhm.
you can either choose to use it against other people or use it on yourself.
Yeah.
And you can use it either negatively or positively.
Mhm.
The way you're doing it with music and stuff, like that's the best way to use this pent up energy.
Yeah.
That or like when people go to the gym, like when they get that depression, work it out.
But I find it. How do I say it? It's like fucked up how somebody can be like, oh, screamo music, that's not talent. Like that's not talent, because
No, it is.
it is. You can't just scream and have it like sound good. That it takes gut.
Then you can also fuck up your voice.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
people they can't do it and they fuck up their vocal cords, and that's when they realize like it does take talent. It's not just like do it.
Mhm.
It didn't take me long to figure it out. I'm not the best either, but I'm still learning progressively as the months go by.
And then you, like when it came to your instruments.
Dude, I barely started fucking playing drums in June, bro.
Oh shit.
Because of this band.
Yeah.
Like, because there was already a guitarist and because there was already a singer, which are the things that I would do, they're like, who's played the drums for the most time? I was like, me? Because like, I used to fuck around on them, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't play bass. So, and this guy played too, right? I couldn't play bass. And
Yeah,
so-
like sometimes like at night we would just like stay up playing like Nirvana songs or some shit.
Yeah.
I'll play bass, he'll play like the
Yeah.
guitar or some shit, and then we would just like go from there. That would give us like a good practice for like tempo and shit. Just like keeping
Yeah.
time.
And it literally just like sprung out from there. Like if you look at our old like super old fucking recordings, like I would like get off tempo and shit. But like throughout the months, I've like progressed.
Yeah, like from the first videos of us like practicing, like he's really
Reals.
progressed.
Oh,
All of us
Yeah.
have.
That's
Especially
great.
this guy.
Like from the first videos that we ever posted, like there was a shit ton of mistakes, and now like
No.
whenever we play at like fucking sauce house or anything, like it's like fucking crystal clear.
Boom, just
Yeah.
like that.
I can't wait.
Tell them about that one song, dude. That we played at salsa, we never played again.
Oh yeah,
was
we had made it
completely
that
improvised.
afternoon. We had made it that afternoon. We were like, dude, check out this like Black Sabbath like sludge riff. We're like, oh shit. and we just played it. We played it that night, and we forgot it. We forgot how to play it.
I don't think anyone.
No
ever has
recorded.
it.
No recorded.
No one did anything.
Oh,
so we just
shit.
forgot it. It sounded badass.
We played that song one time, and I improvised the full the full lyrics and everything to that song. And like afterwards, it didn't even seem like people even realized that shit was just improvisation.
Oh shit.
But it was really fun. I missed that song. I really want you guys to find it again, so you can play it again, or we can just make it.
Someone
just
should
make
have
it
recorded
again.
that. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Like, didn't your friend get the whole show or some shit?
I thought that was last show. 707. Oh, shout out
Guitar.
Riley.
I don't know how I got into guitar.
I got into guitar back.
I think it was because it was me, right? We showed each other.
Yeah, we bought this like Pawn Store guitar. It's like $50. It came with an amp. It was a Ibanez like Strat. It was a Strat. It was a
We still
Squire.
have it.
Squire.
We still have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
was
covered in stickers and shit. It's just
Yeah,
sitting there
it's like
collecting dust.
our first guitar, and from there I learned like a bunch of punk. It was the easiest shit. It was all power chords. I learned different techniques, like, you know. But I was always more of a creative player.
Yeah.
I would create my own music than a technical player. Like, ask me to play a song, I won't be able to play it for you. Like, oh, can you play Stairway to Heaven? No. I'll show you my riffs that I made. I'm pretty proud of them.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Personally, I find that more. How can I say it? That defines a musician better than like the amount of songs they can play. Like, how much music have you made? Like, have you made any music yourself? Like, then that's
Yeah.
You know.
Because you didn't start off like with this band. You didn't start off with like covers, right? Or
Well, we wanted to like to get like a gist of like how we played like musically and like technically, but that shit was just too hard to like to follow shit.
We just wanted to make our own stuff.
Mhm.
We knew we could, so then we just did it.
Because I know like some bands they start off with like doing cover songs and then they eventually find their style.
Well, I mean, as in started, it was like our first week that like we had started because like, we got pretty bored of it pretty fast because it was like fuck, dude, like it's pretty hard as a band. We had started like a week ago. It's pretty hard to play Dystopia.
I mean, we do want to add a couple of covers to our set for the 30th in November. We want to add some Hatebreed,
Nail Bomb,
and some Nail Bomb. And I was gonna ask you, we can do some Tsunami too, but I don't know what you think about it. We can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, because sometimes you gotta have like those crowd pleasers just to like have something for the crowd.
Yeah.
What about you?
And
sorry.
Sorry, I'm sure this guy knows I'm really into like hardcore slam shit, and I'm really into crowd killing. So I want to make music that can have people to crowd kill like that, you know. But this guy, for some reason,
I think that's our not biggest fault, but that's one of the controversies in our band is like personal like musical differences.
Yeah.
I fucking love like grindcore. I love like punk and shit, like fast shit.
Yeah.
I feel like the faster it is, the crazier it is the fucking it's boring to me if it's slow. I mean, that's pretty redundant to say after I just said I like Louisiana Sludge, which their whole thing is being slower equals faster.
Yeah.
But I always thought that breakdowns and fucking like chugs were boring. I always thought it was the most boringest shit ever. I thought that was always the part that I skipped over songs.
Yeah.
And now, now I have a band member who that's all they want to put in songs. But it's like differences like that we have to compromise on. You know?
Yeah.
That's what like makes like the style.
Yeah, and that's what makes our style is mixing both of them.
Have you used an original song where you combine both? Or
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Most of them actually. Most of them has a fast fucking D beat.
most of them have like really fast D beats, right? And then like it'll come to a breakdown at the end or something.
Yeah.
But what I want is like something that you can see people like fucking each other up out there too.
Yeah.
You know? But if this guy doesn't want to make it, I'm not gonna force him to, you know?
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, I'm a big fan of grindcore too, so I don't mind making those type of songs for our band, you know. But I do want a couple slam songs here and there, and we're working that out, you know.
Definitely.
But
not putting any flack to any of those other bands out there, but I mean, it's like we're trying to make cookie cutter hardcore. I mean, there's already enough bands out there that are like that. You can't discern them from every other one.
Yeah.
They got a different name and different people. Sometimes not even different people. Sometimes it's the same motherfuckers, you know. And we don't want to be that. We don't want to fall into that label. We don't want to fall into that label of hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that style and that's it. We want to mix it up. Even then, that how we're doing the crazy crust punk and like fucking hardcore slam shit. It's still limiting us.
Our set is just like a different. It's different genres combined into each other. You know, like you'll have some hardcore, you'll have some grindcore, you'll have some hardcore punk.
Like aspects, we have like different. We draw a lot of
different
influences.
aspects in it.
That's a good thing. I guess the only advice I would give is to make sure that you listen to all your band members. Like when it comes to like making music, just because I've seen examples where sometimes a person doesn't feel like they're being heard within the band, and like they could end up to resentment. Usually the quiet ones over there, you do nothing. But like
No, it's true that there's a lot of like a lot of vaulted riffs from both of these guys.
So just make sure, everybody gets heard within the band. Like when it comes to like making music and all stuff. That's one thing I would recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of samples too. I like samples in our songs.
Samples and stuff.
I have a couple samples in mind that I want to make, but I haven't really told them about it or anything yet. But I have this one Scarface sample. It's he's like, why don't you try sticking your head up your ass, see if it fits. Nah, but I want that, and then like straight to, you know, straight slam.
Another question I would want to ask you guys is, what advice would you give? I mean, you guys are still young, so everything. What would you want to give? What kind of advice would you want to give to people who are thinking of making a band but not too sure?
Do it. Fucking
Just
do it.
fucking
Find
do
the
it,
right
dude.
people.
Just fucking do it. It's gonna take time.
Find friends first.
Fucking do it.
Find good. Like if you got a core group that all want to do this, like learn the instrument. Fuck it, but as long as the heart's there, you gotta have the heart for it.
Yeah.
Just because you find 4 people that can play drums,
That doesn't
guitar,
mean that's
and
your
bass.
fucking band.
Yeah.
You know? I've been through a couple lineups that didn't last. I've been through maybe me and this guy together have been through like maybe 3 different lineups that didn't last before, and
it gets better.
I'm super grateful for these two.
Was there like certain things you noticed? Like how can you tell like when it's gonna be a for sure thing compared to?
The dynamic.
I feel like it's more
relationship
like with the ones that are in it. If you're like really talkative with them and like y'all are getting along well, laughing, making jokes together, that's a good sign. If it's more like just all right, get straight to it, music. No.
Banter is an important thing too. It like weeds out like the weak. Like I feel, you know, it's like if I can't like punk on you all fucking day and you can't take it, how can I expect you to stand up for me, stand up for us when shit hits the fan? Yeah. If you can't even take my jokes, you know?
Exactly.
It's
That's
like,
why I
you gotta
deal
be
with
strong.
these jokes all day, man. And fuck this guy up sometimes. But
Yeah, but
That's why
the advice I would give you is just to be careful with that, because my friends and I were like that, and after a couple of years, it does get kind of old.
Yeah.
just don't take it too far.
don't take it too far because it leads to resentment.
That's
And
why. Well, it's not the reason why, but
Yeah.
I kicked this guy on Sunday at our.
And I'm saying that I'm just saying that because
What? That's why you did that shit?
Nah, dude, I'm
You're
just
a
joking.
bitch.
I'm giving you.
We're not joking.
as someone
Man, we're done, bro. We're done.
the bench dissolved already. It's gone. No, but I'm just giving you that advice as someone like who's gone through it. Like one of my friends, where we would joke around like that, and eventually it kind of like leads to resentment long term. So just be careful with that. But like still have fun and everything. But
Right.
I would just say that just because I know where that leads, and I'm like,
Yeah, we know how things work.
yeah.
At the end of the day,
I don't know how things
it's
work.
like
So thank you for that advice, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
it's at the end of the day, it's all fun and games, though.
Yep. All fun and games, right?
It's all fun and games.
Oh,
All
yeah,
fun
but
and
just take
games
that into
until this
consideration.
thing brings
Yeah.
out the flunky.
Appreciate it, man.
So I guess the last question I asked my interviewist or my guest is, what was your favorite part of the podcast?
Favorite part of the podcast, everything in general, man. It's really
I love
interesting.
sitting down here. It's my first time
I
ever
like
doing something like this.
I like to sit down and talk with people. That's one of my
Same.
favorite things.
I think my favorite
So-
part was like where we could both bounce back from each other instead of just being like, "What's your favorite band?" and then like, "Okay, what's this?" Like it wasn't like that. It was more like a personal kind of. It was like we were like talking with you at the lunchroom table.
Yeah.
You were telling stories and we were telling stories too.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that
And that's what I like. Yeah, because there's people who are like their interview styles just ask a question down the list and that's it.
Yeah,
And no matter what you
that's-
answer, they never ask like a follow up question or anything like
That's what
that.
we were hoping you weren't gonna be like. And
I should have not. just to make it quick. But no, no, I loved it. I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait
Yeah.
to see you guys actually perform because I've been seeing you guys on Instagram. I'm like, I want to see them, but like, I'm not sure which one of you guys mentioned. Like, you're also like from the like Mid Valley, which is like way over there. Montalto, yeah. Like I'm from La Villa, so I mean, like it's far. So like, just coming to McAllen becomes a whole 30-minute, 40-minute drive, depending on traffic too.
But we appreciate the consideration of having us.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big.
No, I've been wanting to have you guys for a while because again, I've been seeing your name pop up everywhere on Instagram. I'm like, damn, like these guys.
Still kind of
And to get
just. Still kind of just, am I right?
Yeah.
Still got a chance.
Oh, life gets so hard.
What about you two? Like, what was your favorite part? I guess.
I think like you see guys telling the stories in general. That shit was like pretty cool.
I just love hearing, just sitting here talk, like, hearing them talk.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
You're like more of an introvert, or
Yeah,
oh, okay.
that's how I am. That's just
And it's good
just
to, again, it's
me.
good to have that balance where some people, there's always like some people who are more talkative, and then there's people who are more laid back.
I'm more of an extrovert. I'll be honest.
For real,
But I
for real.
can be very to myself.
Yeah, you're very social.
But depends on the day, you know. Depends on what side of the bed I woke up on.
Yeah. Well, is there anything? Oh, well, I guess before we close up, you guys can do like your plugins,
What plugins?
like your social media.
You gotta plug in the
your
outlet,
plug,
bro.
Oh shit.
Your plugs.
My plug,
you can
bro.
follow me on Instagram.
I got my
Crash
bar club
Crazy.
plug.
I don't have Snapchat.
No, just like I guess like the band stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
follow our band on TikTok at still kind of just _
Still kind of just TX now.
No, still kind of just TX.
True shit. ___ Lopez Diego.
Cheers.
Based Wiener.
Base Beaner.
Base Beaner.
With 2 R's at the end of Beaner. And my art account, Perpetual Purgatory. My brand. It's like my brand I'm trying to get out, like Purgatory Productions.
Definitely.
That's what I was doing, like the flyers on and shit.
All right.
My tattoo shit.
Follow me, cash._Diego. Cash D, that's me.
Last but not least, most importantly, follow us. Still kind of just on Instagram.
How do you spell it? Just so people can be aware.
STI.
Still can't adjust.
Can't with a
Can't
K.
Okay.
With K.
And the underscore at the end.
But by then you'll find it.
Yeah, you should
You'll
find it by
find
then.
it. You'll find it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Shout out S.K.A. crew. Jess. Euro Rec.